Here we go now. 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 Go now. Here we 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 go now. Go now. Here we 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 go now.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea? Kicking up the dust, if you know what I mean. We got a good thing going. We got a good thing going on.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021 Nepal region sponsored by Oppo F19 Pro. Woke up your fun and a huge shout out to our official media partner, Nemo TV. This is the third day for the regional finals, and alongside me, besides Bill Trooper, my name is Nick Shivansh.
Well, hello, welcome, and everyone. Let's see how we are going to go through the day because four matches today, and this is the second last day for the regional finale, right? A lot of a big amount of prize pool is on the line. The PMPL slot is on the line, but for now in the Nepal region, it looks like that the show has already been stolen away, right? Wizards with Wives with that big lead, they're cemented already on top of the charts over there. Let's see if the story changes as the day progresses.
Oh, if I still remember yesterday, Vizis with Vibes, they already had a decent lead trooper, and now they're just looking out for some more and to just, increase that lead. But again, it all comes down to the teams who are looking pretty decent as well as who are just opting for that first position, and that is going to be the hype for sure. Because that is going to be the hype and the team hype as well. Because yesterday they secured two chicken dinners in a row.
I
Now they're
just
on the second.
It reminds me of the performances from yesterday. Like Ryu, he's been just that outstanding player
Yeah.
for hype. He's just leading his team from the front, and it's going to be really amazing how this lad is going to play in the remaining matches over here. We had the tournament explanation in front of us where these 16 teams are going to play the 16 matches on the course of 4 days, and today's the third day over here for this total prize pool of $29,200. So the opportunity you can get rewarded so much, right? Look at that. Even for the seventh place, it's 1,050 dollars as well for that over there. But how are the hashtags going to be decided? It's going to be on the basis for the on this point system 15, 12, 10 for the podium, and then 1 point per kill is going to be the standard. It's the standard point system. We've had a good glance at it already. But the important thing, the squad rosters, the team that are playing Skylights Gaming, are they going to miss out this PMPL season 4? That is something that is going to be decided today. Wizards with Whites, they are just running away with the show from the regional finals of Nepal. Elementrix, they were looking good. The Gangsters were also looking good, but none of them looking good on the overall standing at this point to challenge Wizards with Vibes.
Yeah, we just mentioned the perfect point, Trooper. And now we were talking about the Matrix and Skylight Gaming, both the teams situated on the first place of the overall ranking, on the third and the fourth position, respectively. But the important part is both the teams have same amount of total points, and that is going to be 74. Look at that. We have Team Cops, YME Sports, Trust versus Raw. This team. They are the PMNC champions, and right now they are on the seventh position in the overall ranking.
Well, yes, that is going to be something they got to work out today. And just, I'm around 31, 32 points. That is what they've gathered. And this is the look at the overall ranking 31 kill points for them and 32 placement points. And they're looking with 63 points on the overall ranking over here. So, looking decent, but it's going to be the day for the comebacks. They've got to create the chaos over here and somehow manage to challenge Wizards with Whites because they're just running away. Look at that, 74 placement points, and 74 is the total point for Elementrix and Skylight Gaming, sitting on the third and fourth position. That is how dominating the Wizards with Vibes have been over here.
They certainly are. They certainly are dominating the whole leaderboard right now. And you know what? There's a 39 points difference between them and the team hype. So it's already looking so good. You need at least 10 winner with more than 15 kills so that you can close in the distance, you can close in the points. Just but we have the schedule in front of us. Again, it's going to be pretty standard. First Wrangle, then Miramar, then Sanok, then another Wrangle for the day. But they already completed the half of the journey, Rupa. These are going to be the final 8 matches, and out of those 8, final 4 are here.
Well, yes, and the remaining half is going to start pretty soon today, right? The Wrangle is upcoming, and that is going to be the first game for the day. As we went through the schedule, there's one for Wrangle. It becomes really important. How are you going to play the Wrangles and get some points out of there? Because you play 8 out of 16 Wrangle matches. So that's going to be something that these guys really need to figure out. And I'm really excited to see how Hype are going to start the campaign. Ryu has been amazing already, and he's just got to carry that momentum into the remaining 8 matches. And is he good enough for that or not? That is something that we're going to find out. Because remember, Hype have a history, right? They've won the PNCU earlier, but now can they repeat the show is going to be something that we got to keep an eye on.
Can they repeat the history or not? That's going to be the best question right now, but Trooper again. The thing is, teams who are on the third and the fourth and the fifth, or in weekend 6 position, they are still looking out for the first position. But VZ's with vibes keep on increasing the number. Now, the first map it is going to be in front of us in just a couple of minutes. But before that, what are your predictions? Which team's just going to pop up today?
Well, I had real hopes with the gangsters as we stepped up into the first angle, right? The way they were dominating, blah, 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 in that final circle. They
Yeah.
looked like they're just running away with the PMPL slot in that one game. But it was a short lived glory for them over there. And they really got to repeat those sort of performances over here. And what better occasion than this game number 9 that is upcoming once again inside their angle? If they can just find that sort of a rhythm, it's going to be amazing for them. But as far as the predictions are concerned, I think YM Esports is going to be one of the teams that can really surprise us today. Let's see what do they have in the bag, and even H2O Esports were looking a little bit aggressive towards
Yeah.
the end of yesterday. So these two teams are going to be really important, and they can be the X factors today. These are the kind of teams I want to see up against the likes of Wizards with Vibes, like YM Esports, H2O. Then also, if we can have a hype versus 4v4 contest with the Wizards with Vibes quite early. That's something I want to see because you gotta stop Wizards with Vibes. If you're a competitive player inside this kind of a scenario, because the next PMC opportunity is 6 months far away, right? So whatever you got to do, you've got to do in this just 8 matches, and the team that is going to go forward is going to climb up the ladders.
And you know what? That is going to be the important part for as you just mentioned that you have to stop that team who's on the field, and that's going to be Wizards with Wise. But you know what? For that, you have to engage in some early fights. And in the Nepal region, usually we witness some fights after just 10 to 14 minutes. But we have the team card of Jan Mara. This team, we have a lot of expectations from them, but right now they're struggling. They are on the second overall ranking on the 14th position, Trooper.
No one expected this. Even they did not expect this to happen to them. Just 36 points in the overall, and they're a force to. They're a force that can dominate any lobby, right? And they're just certainly not getting their touch. Look at that, just 2 kills for Susan, 3 for Ghana. Stripe YD has got 4. Something is really going wrong over there. Really, really going wrong over there. Those are not the stars that anyone would be proud of. But head to head, their comparison from semi-finale. Look at that. The damage dealt, damage received. Even look at the kills, the number of difference over here. They really are missing out the trick over here. It's not looking good for them. And consider the fact that they played 12 matches. These 165 points came in just 12 matches, and here they've already played 8. So look at the difference over here. In the finales, it looks like a completely different team in the attire of Janmar. Right? They don't look the same person at all.
Certainly don't look the same person at all. And you know what? Despite of the fact that in the semi-finals the story was similar, in Chicken Dinner they haven't secured a single Chicken Dinner, but still they were at the first. Now this is the same thing. But in the finals, it's necessary to secure a Chicken Dinner. At least you need that 15 total points, 15 placement points if you just want to climb up the ladder. But right now, look at that. What we have in front of us, it is going to be the plain path. Starts from the southern side of the map, heading towards the north side of Stalber.
Well, yes, a slightly eastern plane part over here. So let's see how is that going to change the shape for a lot of teams. Cops are going to jump early once again for that no reverse split, which they love to execute. Let's see if Giant Mara is going to go towards the military base. Yes, they are looking to go towards that side only. And Elementrix have also jumped early. So let's see how are they going to traverse towards Ferry Pier. It looks like they are going to take the bridge over there and they pick up some vehicles and then move towards Ferry Pier over here.
School, Rozok, Snai, Severny, these areas still glidable now. Elementrix, they're just going to head on towards, as you just mentioned, Ferrypier, right? But Jan Mara, they just drop down towards their favorite drop location, and the noise is controlled by cops. Now, one player, and that is going to be Bolster. He usually dropped down pretty far away from the team, and yep, he's just focusing on the same rotations right now. Just going to focus on the same
Oh,
strat.
and what a first
Oh
circle
no.
for an Eastern Plain path that we just witnessed over here. Just 3 to 4 teams are finding their parachutes inside the first circle. They're still gliding for them, it's going to be very important. How are they going to move towards the central area? And BG is going to be one of the teams that's not going to waste much time to pick up vehicles. And look at that, blah blah blah. He's already got one vehicle. He's going to head towards his teammates and then take them towards the Georgia Pool Northern City.
Krypton on the other side for Chinky right now.
Yeah.
They are inside the circle, but still on the edge of the circle. It's just going to move towards the center of the circle pretty soon. But Ilmetrix, look at that orange, and on his teammate, they got a vehicle liquid, and Stars are pretty far behind from the two players. But they're going to join the fray pretty soon. But look at that, Skylight Gaming again. They have 4 vehicles, and now this is looking good for them.
And what is this?
Raw.
Hype, just a 3-man team, and look at the player who's missing over here, Ryu.
Oh.
Are you kidding me? Wow. Shots already starting from A as one, and this is like giving a free pass to Wizards with Vibes, right? The only team that was challenging them inside the overall standings, Hype, they turn out 3-man team. And the player who was just leading from the front, the general for Team Hype, he's missing.
Yeah.
Well, disappointing.
Disappointing for sure. But let's see how they're gonna play with the team in lineup right now. We already saw in on different regions, right? If you have the man advantage in the final circle, then the chances are high of securing a chicken dinner. Talking about victory from South Asia Wildcard, right? That was a 2v2 situation and they won it. Now, if Hype is gonna finish in the top 3, and if it's going to be a 2v2 situation, or let's make a scenario in the final circle, if it's going to be 3v4 scenario against Hype, then the chances of winning that fight is going to be quite difficult for them. But let's see how they're gonna play the first match.
Well, yes, it's going to be very important now how they're going to play, because clearly they cannot be as expressive as they could have been if Ryu had joined the lobby with them. But let's hope that he just makes an appearance in the remaining 3 matches of the day. And it's a big stage, it's a big opportunity, so much money on the line, $29,200, whooping prize pool. But you just got to be professional enough. I'm sorry to use the words, but you got to be professional enough to just make a statement for yourself. And clearly, this is not a kind of game you can miss on. And wow, sad. But this is what they're going to deal with now. Let's see how they're going to play this game, because this is not just any player who's missing out. This is a player who was fragging out 7 to 6 kills per games yesterday, and he was my hope for the day. I was like, let's see what Ryu is going to do. I was just thinking, okay, PMC Nepal, it's going to be a big day for Ryu, because he had some amazing performances yesterday. He might just be the new face that is needed over there to change the standings and some challenge to Wizards with Vibes. But for me, it was like, oh, really? Different team? And who's missing? Ryu? Oh my god. Wow. But okay, I won't try a lot about that now. Let's see what's going to happen later in this game. But the gangsters are looting up Georgia Pool City Northern apartments right now, and the Hype, the 3-man team, looting up Yasnaya Pool. And I want to forget about this, observers. I want to forget about this. Boliang, Akujod, and Crazy. Let's see what they are going to pull off over here. But certainly, it's their responsibility now. If somehow he's not been able to join this game, it's their responsibility now to keep them in the target, right? Get some good points in this game, and when he arrives in the next game, they should really press the pedal hard and maybe then go after Wizards with Vibes. But right now, they just got to make sure that the Hype hold on to the second spot, get some decent numbers out in this game. Even 10 points if they can get, that's going to be a really good number if they can.
Yes, if they can, right? Now we have 2 scenarios building up together, and that is going to be you have to collect 10 points if they can.
Let's see.
Yeah, but right now, trust the process, just heading towards center of the circle, moving from the thing. So it is the ruins area, out to the western side of the ruins, present pretty close to the ruins, and yup, it certainly is. But look at that, okay.
Collisions, accidents happen, right?
Yeah,
But,
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, even the skins remind somewhat of that movie, right?
Oh yeah.
Now, Jayanwara on the bridge just checking up front, and Snipe Whitey just taken up a centrist position already on the bridge. But you got a different situation developing towards the Georgia Pool Everest. Skylight Gaming, they've already stationed themselves, and now TDP have arrived over here, and they're retreating. They're retreating. They don't want to stay on the Everest. Okay, let's see. And for now, they've been allowed an easy retreat. Charlie does not spot that rotation. He does not spot them go. They're just still sitting on top, and they're going to station themselves inside the Georgia Pool squad house now. They want some warm concrete cover for themselves because it was really cold on the Everest.
It is certainly cold on the Everest route, but you know what?
Feel the pain, yeah. Let it sink in.
Let it sink. But oh, look at that! The players from Raw pretty close to another team, and that going to be Inca, I think so. But if I'm not wrong, then let's see. But right now, it's been 8 minutes in the match, and still waiting for the first team wipe.
Or even the knock. There's been no
Yeah,
knock
even
so
the
far.
kill.
Yeah. So still all the players who joined in are still alive over here, looting up and occupying spaces towards the center of this first zone. And we've got the containers in a pretty good sweet spot, which draw official have taken up for themselves. And it's a very tricky position, right? You've got to be really, really experienced to take control of the containers. It's not an easy job for anyone to take control of the containers. Even if you've been dropping there during the classic matches, don't think that it's going to be easy for you to take control of the containers in a competitive game because it's really tough to spot flanks over there. It's really tough. With so much containers out there, it's a very difficult spot, and that is why you don't see a lot of players committing towards that side. And another shift towards the northern shore, shooting range, the city of Severny and Zaki are still going to be inside the circle. So a lot of rotations from the southern part of the river towards the northern side is going to be executed during this second phase of the circle.
Trooper, you won't believe I was literally praying to the PUBG gods in my mind that I need Northern Circle. I need
Okay.
Northern Circle, and yeah, same thing happened. But now, look at that. On the edge of the Water City, as well as on the circle, we have sweet red box with the red smoke, white box with the red cover and the red smoke, basically. The airdrop one with the AWM. Why am I so close to that airdrop? But finally, Jan Mara, the kill has been secured. Jan Mara, Snipe White, his kill has been secured. DDP versus Jan Mara. Aku on the other side, he got knocked out. Smoke beat popped out so that they can make an extra cover as well as revive. That revival process will start. But now, Jan Mara, they are not looking for this fight. But look at that, another fight just planned out. H2O versus Skylight Gaming.
Well, this is the team, right? S2 was too aggressive yesterday, and this is exactly what I was talking about. But they're now hurting Skylight Gaming, a team that is sitting inside the top 4 positions already. Charlie creates an opening with an UMP, a difficult situation for them to handle. This is just towards the Georgia Pool City. And these houses looking at there's one more knock from his squad with that AK is looking so good. And the top shot coming in with that S4 but gets punished by Charlie OP. The experience coming into play. He's popping the first shade. There's a player very close to him that he can revive. Multiple players knocked right now, and Charlie and Leon have got a good control against this fight of H2O Esports. Even Psycho is bleeding out. The revive on Turulab has also been held. Skylight Gaming in control.
They are in control and they're gonna enjoy too. In fact, 3 kills. It's only gonna find that one player. Look at that. Sharma knocked out one player with a runner one. This kill has been secured. TDP looking so good in the start of the match. Now H2 Assault OP his kill also got confirmed. Skylight Gaming now have 3. TDP have 3. All the 4 players alive. TDP, there's this present towards the shooting range, and now Krypton up against the players of Hoodie.
Well, yes, a lot of early fights. Teams trying to hunt down some points for themselves, and which is a really good sign. But till now, we see no sign of Wizards with Vibes. No contest for them. Hasn't anyone worked on their rotation? Is no one hurting them? They're getting an easy passage to the PMPL Season 4 through the circles with 16 teams alive. Still no signs of the team that is holding the hashtag one position. So let's see what's going to happen over. We've got Bayam Esports in the backgrounds now, very close to where 2GR are holding. Kurkure with Bison. TDP shooting the drop. I don't think there's anyone looting it up. Let's see. Oh, there was this US. Okay, so shots were fired upon the US from this mini 14 4x shots. And the next shot for the circle is the other one. The containers are still going to be inside the circle. Wow. Where are Wizards with Vibes? Oh, they are here towards the eastern edge. Look at that. Towards the eastern edge. Krypton are heading towards them. YM Esports holding one side, but they've still got a lot of breathing space to play with. They're holding up some important, crucial positions inside the circle. And still no challenge around them. Look at that. Hardly do you see in this sort of a circle that there's no cluster towards the eastern edge. And that is exactly where the Wizards with Vibes are. Or they had been holding it so dominantly that they're not allowing any team to come closer.
You know what? That is required, Trooper. That is certainly required. But look at that. 20 Esports. One player just going to pop them head with those DP28. But TDP, they are looking unstoppable, Trooper. Just after second by second, they are keeping securing some kills. Being actually blah blah blah, just going to secure one kill. And Shari OP, he also got knocked out, but the kill of Leon X, his kill has been secured from Shari. He needs a revival. H2O, we can see the players are pretty far away, but pretty. They're gonna knock out two players, but that one grenade, that's really gonna finish off the players. As when Unity Akash OP, he got punished, and now the team got eliminated.
I think TDP got those knocks over there and they were completed by Hoodie Esports just arriving at the party at the right time and getting those two kills for themselves. So that's just one single nade. Now, the gangsters, they're stationed themselves in this compound over here. The squad house just towards the northern side of the river where the containers are. This is Utsarga just trying to do the scouting work for his team. We saw blah 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 towards the northern Georgiapur apartments. They would be making their way towards the squad house. It's going to be a very pivotal point to hold up their location because they're going to get a lot of teams just information about them who are going to either move towards maybe towards the containers or that water side is going to be really important because it provides you a lot of bridges to play with, right? And that is a very important spot that the gangsters have picked for themselves.
Yeah, that's certainly an important point that gangsters just picked that for themselves. Look at that gunner. Okay, he's just peeking from the same angle right now. I just made it towards the side of the shooting range. Boli Yang using his mini 14. Finally, this lad is stepping up. Saying, those perfect knocks, but Boli Yang receives some amount of damage, but dished out a lot of to the players of TDP. But look at that, TDP, they're receiving some amount of damage from the backlines, and that is going to be Akku John from a distance.
Well, yes, Akku John from the distance using a DP. They really need a decent game over here. Hype. I would be really hoping to perform well because it's a very, very important game coming in for them, and they don't have their star player Ryu over here. Let's see how they're going to deal with this, and this is going to be very important for them. Getting away from the stack. 2 vehicles for them. Oh, how the shot's going to be taken. It's a big rotation that they're making right now. Jan Mara on similar paths. Even Elementrix are making their way. Look at the next shot of the circle. Slightly towards where Everest is. Just one compound, one big compound inside the zone, and that belongs to the national champions. Raw official holding onto that compound, and let's see, it's going to be a fortress that is going to be very difficult for them to keep for a very long time. Elementrix also putting up this ridge outside the circle, hurting the rotation of Janmara. Susan has been blown away out of the lobby, and look at that. Even Skylight getting themselves. Then this position for YM, this ridge, is actually inside the circle.
It certainly is inside the circle. Elementrix just want to steal that area from YM, keeping fighting some shot. But Turulov knocked out one player, and he instantly finishes on with another molly with that follow-up molly. Pure11 domination. In fact, he knocked out 2 and killed 2 players with that M249 spray. This lad is so good.
Okay, so the gangsters, they are out here, and we were expecting them to play a really nice game, but with just 2 points, they're already out of the contest. They're down to 12 teams, and the big guns, Janbara, gangsters, already out of here. And Hype, they are just sort of regrouping themselves towards this bridge, just very close to the compound where Raw Official have been holding up, and they're trying to clear up spaces inside the Archer Tower. So that is a concrete cover that they have eyed and they want to take control of. But on the other side of the river, this is YM Esports trying to take control of these areas. And look at that, Ekta. They have now moved into those warehouses and their player being shut down right in the middle of the roads.
In fact, the team
Okay.
takes an exit at the 12th position. Trooper secured 4 total points. That's good. But now, Raw Official on the other side. The team is doing pretty good job in surviving, but they have to do the same thing in those kill points because they need some kill. And now, Raw, they are inside this spots out one vehicle of Ziwan Crazy. Goliang firing randomly trying to spot the spot down Kurkare. But look at that. Kurkare playing with mind game. He's being conscious, but again, TDP Shagat takes down one player, takes out one player of YM Esports, but that one player is still surviving. He got knocked out, he needs to revive, and then F5 is gonna pop out some smoke. They are gonna need to get revived.
Well, they are, and it will be very important for them. But the cops are looking decent. They've got a decent reach to play with, and it provides a lot of cover, the area where they are. But look at one on Rhinos. Ekta Esports making their way towards the ridge where YM Esports had been holding for a pretty good time. The circle is closing, and the pressure is being applied on Ekta Esports over here. And they've got just Manny controlling the ridges. He's popping more and more smoke, but the Molly is going to hit him. That's a good damage that he's dished out over there with those utilities. Let's see how they're going to deal with this. More smoke for Manny to survive. He's going to pop in a first aid as well. But on the different side of the ridge, we've got Elementrix as well. So Ekta Esports is not only dealing with that solo player from YM Esports, but also Elementrix on the far side of the ridge.
Elementrix on the far side of the race dealing out with some amount of damage, but right now TDP secured 5 kills. Look at that, they're inside the blue.
Oh, this is looking
Elementrix, they were inside the blue. Manny just popped some random grenade, but this is not gonna find out on your another knock. Ekta Esports, the revival. Oh, it got executed. Manny, the mod just throws one grenade perfect. You will find another knock.
Oh, he almost gets it. But look at that, Elementrix making a push now. They're going to throw their vehicle inside the water or what? Look at that. No, they get blown away. Elementrix liquid coins goes down. This is by a Manny shot that has hurt him. Wow. So, and just makes the space for his buggy inside the water. They're going to survive over there for some points. Let's see. Now, this is time for Ekta Esports to make their way outside. They're trying to hurt Hype, who's still surviving. And it's a very good news for Hype out there. They've got a decent space on the ridges, near close to the water bodies that I was mentioning earlier. And Akujot, he's making the difference with that TP. Really looking good. And shots being fired upon Ekta Esports, who have made it to the other side, crossing over from the bridge. But not there has been instantly picked off by that vehicle explosion. And I believe the second one, Charlie might also go down. He does. He does go down. This crazy from Hype, trying to control the area. It's a very important game that they're executing. Still 11 teams, 33 players, part of the contest, and just very close to where Hype have been holding up towards the shack. YM Esports was looking to pick up a revive.
Yep, they are just looking forward. But look at that. Akku, he can easily shut down the team TDP, but secured 1 kill TDP. They are not looking good, Trooper, because now TDP, 1 player got knocked out, 1 player need revival, but Akku, John, he is looking so good, secured another kill for himself, and now Ekta Esports, they just got down to only 1 player because another player, he needs a revival. Akku thought still behind that one rock, who's not stepping up.
This is what Hype needed. They needed the other players to stand up, and exactly what has happened. So somehow it has become a blessing in disguise. The crew does not show up, so the other players are realizing the responsibility and taking up the responsibility to get some kills for themselves. Let's see if Akku can take them over the line in this game. It will be very important if they do so, because they are on the hashtag 2 position of the overall ranking. And look at that in the backdrop. They still got Wizzes with vibes. They've got all the four players standing with just one kill, but they've got all the players. That is important because they're getting back-to-back double-digit points in the match. Even yesterday, they made sure to get some good points for themselves. Cryptid Esports are there. Tibek, he's doing some heal battle over there under the water, not hurting the players with the vibes over there. I don't know why I want to have a look. But now the ship of the circle completely towards the main island. Wow. Are you kidding me?
This is going to create a lot of chaos, Super, and going to break a lot of heart. But now the team who is on the ground, they are quite happy with that. But not maybe popping up some random.
Oh, he's not
Aku
stopping.
got 4 kills for this lad, Trooper. And you
And
just
w-
mentioned it perfect. If this team has to secure good point, if this team have to be on the top, they have to secure some kills. But now look at that, get out with this incredible grenade knockout one.
I could not understand why he did not hear the shots over there. But now Crazy, he's got the responsibility, but he's getting shot at as well. Cuckoo from Krypton from the other side of the bridge, taking some good shots on him. He's got to pop up and apply that first aid. And somehow Boliang is taking control of the situation. So Team Hype, they're playing together as a team right now. 3 players and somehow still surviving as Trust the Process fall down. They've got 28 points to showcase against their name in this game. And Cops are also getting shot at from Joker, taking control of the northern edge tower right now. And Crazy takes a plunge inside the water. And with 5 kills, Akku George is on rampage. So if Liu is not here, Akku George is just filling in for him, getting those extra bit of a kill. But Poliang has been shut down by Yenahuda from YM Esports. Coming out of the water, they're creating more problems for all these teams. And on the other side, the Blizzards with vibes, they're having some tough time against the national champions who are just sort of engraving them, taking shots, but they are also providing a very good resistance. This nade might just do the trick. He has an idea where the players are. This is the projectile motion correct on the nade. We're going to find out. Oh, just a little bit more elevation that was needed. With Rules still surviving solo in SB. And once again, Wizards with vibes, they've made it to the top 6 already. And they can still move further. Let's see how many points they can add over here in this all-important opening game today. Hype still surviving, but shots being taken on them from these nades from Turulav. And Crazy goes down now. Wakti Jord is the last and final player remaining, and this follow-up nade is even going to hurt them more. You look at that, Crazy going down.
G1 Crazy will fall down, but now with these win fives, look at that, they're collecting a lot of kills, Trooper, and we all know, if they are just collecting some kills, if they are collecting some points, they are just increasing the number. Rules he has MG3, and MG3 in this circle, Rules just shifted to that one nade, and Sada, he will go down, not with that, but with that another grenade. Okay, sure.
Oh, what a timing of both the nades. What a timing. He got damaged from the first from a different team. And Rules made just timed it to perfection. And this is what the story has been about for Wizards with Vibes. Hype good out on the both positions. A decent performance. But inside the top 3, Wizards with Vibes, they are yet again present over here. They're just not giving up. They're just making sure to get back-to-back decent matches. Now they're down to just Delta with Malik getting eliminated thanks to those shots coming in from Bolster. They've got a very good chance to get a chicken dinner over here, but look at that. Even Skylight Gaming have made it this far inside the top 3, and that's a really, really amazing work coming in from Charlie, right? His team, they stayed on this main island all this while. That is Charlie for you.
That is sorry, but look at that Trooper Delta. This is something like 200 IQ gameplay.
Just the backpack has been removed. He's just playing the waiting game, doing trigger discipline. He knows what he needs right now. Just trying to survive out in the open, giving minimum amount of information away. He knows even the other players are
Yeah.
in a panic situation, right?
Yeah.
He's trying to pull this off. Let's see if he's smart enough, cheeky enough.
Cheeky enough, yeah, that's the but right now it's going to be a 3v3 versus 1 situation. In fact, a 3v2v1 situation in favor of Cops. They can easily pull this out if they want to, if they can easily pull this off if they want to, but the chances of securing a chicken dinner for Wizards with Vibes, it's going to be quite less. Look at that, 13.81%. But what great. They dished out a lot of damage onto Joker. Now he's just going to fall back to Love behind that rock, just beside that rock, inside the smoke. Now inside the Tesla, Joker switched to his M416. He has to move inside the circle. The distance is 10 more meters. He has to do it. He has to move inside the circle. Look at that, popping out some more smoke. The 7th circle closing in. Love on the I think so, on just beside the driver's seat. He's still waiting. Delta on the other side. He's just chatting with his Kong.
Actually, these are instructions, important instructions coming from the team, right? And
Yeah.
on the sidelines, you can listen to what you're being told. Let's see. And it's just he's sitting on top of him and motivating, banging his chest in front of him. Come on, Delta, use the I button and get this chicken dinner for us. We need it. And if they do so, if the guys get away with the chicken dinner over here, for me, the competition is already over. Because
Oh,
they're so far away on the points table. They've got a lead of around 40 points already on
yeah,
high.
39. Yeah.
Yeah. And with a chicken dinner at this place, they're going to touch about 50-point difference and just 7 matches remaining. And with the kind of form they are in, getting final circles in back-to-back matches, I think this is the 5th game or the 6th game that they've reached the final circle back-to-back. At least the top 6 they have.
Yes, Trooper. And you know what? They already secured
Yes,
10
already.
placement points for that. Delta on the other side, he got picked off. Wizzies with 5. Look at that, 14 total points secured by Wizzies with 5. But right now, Cop versus
Joker.
Skylight Gaming. Skylight Gaming, Love
Joker
go
is
down.
spotted.
Joker stepped up.
And he steps up because he's at the position of Noser in front of him. Shots are going to be taken, and Noser is going to shut him down. No, his teammate, he was just becoming the bait over there. And the cops have got the chicken dinner on the opening game of day number 3. It's just a 6-kill chicken dinner, but it's really going to help their cause. And adding up 21 points to the 59 they had before the start of this game is going to help them reach #4 position inside the overall. So how about that? A new team making some serious statements out there inside the PMCO Nepal regional final. And this is what I was expecting from Nepal. From Nepal, you expect the likes of Skylight Gaming, Elementrix, Dan Mara to show up with that show, and this was really good for Cops. And we have got the MVP Pinas now. Turulab, what an amazing game he had, right? He was just picking on player after players. Look at the damage, 966. Wow, amazing numbers. 2 assists for his team. And Skylight Gaming, they've got a really good game over there. It's going to be interesting how far they've stretched themselves on the overall standings, and they are really, really looking good.
Oh, Skylight Gaming, I think so. They were on the 4th position before this match, right, Trooper? But
Yeah.
now, Cops, I think so. They have a control of this 4th position with Latif.
Maybe they went
it's true.
3rd. So maybe they went 3rd. It was a close contest over there, right?
Yeah, for sure. Maybe they
Maybe
just
they
climbed
were
up onto the 3rd. And Elementric! So
Yes.
they just fall down to 5th or the 6th
Yes,
position.
because they were on both 74, right? Before the start of the game. So clearly, we've got a new team on the #3, and that is going to be Skylight Gaming. Or maybe let's see if they've catched up on hype as well. That's going to be something we're going to find out later where the overall standing comes. But look at this, Skylight Gaming with 24 points in this game. What an amazing whooping performance. 12 kills for that 2nd place and 24 points in the overall. They are making some serious strides, ladies and gentlemen, and I like this. Because this is a serious team. This knows how to feature inside PNPL, and now they're looking to go on their way. Now, this is the competition that I was expecting for Wizards with Whites. And let's see, they've got 14 here, but they've cashed on to 10 points, Skylight Gaming, and they're going to make sure to get more points than Wizards with Whites in every single remaining 7 matches. The question is, can they do that or not? But we even got Hype with some decent numbers in this game. I think they got 17, right? So 17 points for Hype as well. Very decent performance. The competition is getting better and better towards the end, but still, Wizards with White, they're just refusing right now to anyone. But for how long? That is going to be something. Elementrix missing out with 3 points. Ekta just 3 points, and now we have the Oppo.
In this fight, we saw that Scarlet Gaming somehow managed to win this fight, but after that, they lost 1 player. But you know what? The way Hoodies would steal those kills, that was amazing. That one particular grenade, and after that, Hoodies would take next one because they got stuck in an open area. But Team Hype Akujot, he was phenomenal throughout the game.
Well, certainly, a very remarkable performance coming in from them. But if he just had his teammate Ryu over here, it could have been a completely different story. He would have at least added, I believe, 2 to 3 more kills minimum, and that would have been a very big game for them. And that man advantage could have also helped them get a little bit more placement points as well when they were getting pinned down over here by Turula. Back-to-back nades coming in from him and hurting Hype over there. Inside the fun circle, it was Joker and Turula was trying to pull that 2v3 situation, but Joker he
Yeah.
fell for the trap, he went for the bait, and was taken out down by the cops over there.
Yeah, but look at this damage. Look at this skyscraper too.
Big one.
2,265 damage dished out by the players of Skylight Gaming. Then after that, it's PDP with 14, almost 1,500, and then Raw.
Wow. For almost 1400 damage with 4 kills against their game. Oh, that's a pretty tough game that they've played over here. But they really had the concrete cover, right? They had the opportunity to give a lot of damage to the rotating teams, which they clearly did. And that is why you see that high damage. And it was a very important game for them as well. But look at that. YM Esports still not making it to the first page. Really sad. But Hype have become the second Centurion. The difference is now for 36 points over here. They've
Oh,
covered
wow.
up 3 points without use, so that's a remarkable job in my books over here. And now they've got Skylight Gaming chasing them as well, and the difference over there is now 29 points. So one big game for either of these teams where Wizards with Whites is going to miss out. That can only turn the difference down over there, and that is what we are going to be waiting for. But Cops with 80 points, they're on the right track towards the right. And look at the kind of teams they've already beaten: the national champions behind them, the gangsters behind them, the esports behind them, and look at the fall for Elementary right to the 5th spot. They're not moving in the right direction.
They certainly are not moving in the right direction, but we have the second page of overall ranking. Look at that. A green mark for YM Esports stepping up on the 9th position with
Yeah, that was-
64 total points. That is a good thing. But Trust the Process Trooper, Trust the Process on the 13th with 39 points.
Well, I was hoping YM Esports would make the first page after this last game, but they could not. So let's see how they're going to go ahead and trust the process. They're moving in the right direction. But H2O Esports, they were the initiators, but they also went down easily with 38 points in the overall standing right now. Even Jan Mara might also just look to change things as the day progresses. It's going to be very interesting how the matches are going to pan out, because we still got Miramar, Sanok, and one more Erangel to go. 3 big opportunities to these teams, and just waiting for that one big game where the difference is going to get curved out.
We're still waiting for that one big game, Trooper, as just you mentioned. But now the difference is only 26 total points. So yeah, it is doable. But let's see how these teams are going to play. But still have 3 games left. The second match is going to be Miramar, but after this short break.
Here we go now.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea? Kicking up the dust, if you know what I mean. Got a good thing going. Got a good thing going on.
first match of Wrangle was phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. But welcome back to the PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021 Nepal region, sponsored by Oppo F19 Pro. Now we're just heading towards the Miramar map, and that is going to be the second match for the day, and I'm way more excited for that.
Well, very important game, right? And this can be the game where some of the other teams can step up and get some good points for themselves. This is going to be a very important contest for even teams like YM Esports over here. They were looking to make an impression, and just like Cops, they also came in inside the PMCO regional finale through the qualifiers, right? So all these teams, they've got this really good opportunity. These are the new bloods from the region, and for
Yeah.
them getting a good game over here is really good signs for esports going inside the region as well. So really amazing scenes over there. But let's see if they can convert them into really big performances, some star-changing performances from the region. Can they get this lot? It's going to be those questions that they're going to find answers for in the result only.
A lot of questions and answers are on the way, so as the teams drop location. Now, look at that. YM. They just dropped down early, and they are pretty close to the first drop location, and that is going to be the western side of Terra, Torre Hamuda. But now, if the circle just going to form towards the southern side of the map, Trooper, or we can say southeastern side of the map, then it's going to be chaotic.
Yeah, because a lot of rotations are going to be incoming, and I think even that is going to be something to watch out for. But look at that, PDP also jumping towards the northern side. Janbara dropping into future well with no big competition in front of them. So really looking good, really looking decent. But there are clusters that are already forming around big cities like San Martin. We have got Skylight Gaming moving towards Picado. Big eastern strip of the circle, and there are so many teams towards El Pozo, Montenegro, even heading towards Valadama and Hype. Uliang, okay, Ryu is here. Ryu is here. I was watching, I got eyes on you. know. Well, that's a good sign. Okay, so maybe some unfortunate reasons for him to miss out, but now he's got to pick up the pace. His team has done an excellent job without him, and he's just got to take up responsibility and add up more points because you don't get these opportunities on a daily basis, right? PMCO regional finale, you miss out a match, now make up for it. You gotta make up for it. Let's see how the side is going to perform. But towards the other side, we have got Ekta Esports loading up here, and they've got some unfriendly neighbors. Let's find out what's going to happen.
Make the esports have some unfriendly, and it's going to be raw for sure because every single time these are the only two teams that drop location always collide against each other. But if your drop location collides, so you should. I would love to witness some early fights. But
Yeah.
Trooper, you still remember yesterday's game, right? 16
Yeah.
minutes, 16 seconds. What do you think? We're gonna break the record? We're gonna break the record or not? Record or not?
I don't think so. 16 minutes, 16 seconds is going to get broken today because a lot of teams will be trying really hard to change the stance on the overall standings, right? H2O Esports, it's a team that's they realize it. You can sense it in the game, right? They want to change their stances on the overall standing. They're just missing out, somehow losing fights. They're always looking to initiate fights in the early game, which sometimes works for them, sometimes does not, but mostly doesn't. But they really are trying at least.
Yeah.
Well, let's see how Janmara is going to also play the remaining 7 matches. Even today, I was really hoping that Janmara might get a big opener and somehow change the momentum towards their favor. That has not happened in the Erangel game. So let's see if something can change for them in this Miramar. And Skylight Gaming are also already looking good, right? They've got a really good chance. The probability is really high for Skylight Gaming to play the PMPL Season 4. And they've been the constant feature from the Nepal region on the PMPL stage, right? And they've been impressive over there as well. Who can forget Skylight Gaming, PMPL Season 3 last game? I remember you were casting with your co-caster Ankit. Remember on Georgia
Yeah.
Bull Hill, they pinned down Zeus Esports. What a game that was. DRS going away with the PMPL Season 3 trophy over there.
Yeah. I still
And
remember
then-
that was like an iconic moment for
Yeah, what a
Lee Trooper.
game. What a game that was. Skylight
Yeah.
Gaming inside PMPL. They always leave an impression, right? And they're
Yes.
always successfully able to do that. And even here, they're just doing such a tough fight over here for this one slot that is available to the PMCOs. Let's see if they're going to be part of the PMPL Season 4 or not.
That is going to be the biggest question for them as well, Ruba, because now, you know what? In the previous PMPL, they were looking phenomenal, but at the end, it all comes down to the first position, right? Uh, you have to, if you have to qualify for the PMPL, you should end up at the first position in the PMCO. But for that, the distance is quite a lot. I'm talking about the points,
That they got to cover,
difference.
yeah.
Basically, the point difference is just double, and it's still doable. But you have to secure 3 chicken dinners in a row, and you have to eliminate Wizzies with vibes at the first place.
See, I know a lot of fans won't like this, right? But I've also been a competitive gamer, right? If
Yeah.
I am playing for that one slot, right, and if I see a team dominating so much, I would just spend the entire night working out on their rotations, working out on where they are going, and how can I hurt them somehow and maybe get the slot for myself. But versus with Vibes, they're looking untouchable inside the PMCO Nepal. Back-to-back final circle appearances, and they're not even playing on the edges, on the far up spaces. Look at where they are, just towards the western side of Hacienda. And there was a big cluster around it. He's just roaming around freely with a bike, cruising around, shopping out there for more vehicles.
Oh yeah, more like upgrading the
Yeah.
vehicles, right? Upgrading the tally basically. That's a good thing. That's seriously a good thing. But now, look at that. We have Aspen Unity in the frame, and this team in the semifinals, they were looking so good. They literally shocked us in the semifinals by securing a lot of chicken dinners as well as by showcasing that promising game in the semifinals. But right now, you would expect the same from them in the finals. We saw that Elementrix, they are rotating from the same area.
Yes. Let's see. This is Manas, and it's a very important place that you can control. And just towards the northern side of Minas, you get control to those higher ridges. And from those ridges, you get a lot of information. And in this type of a circle, it really becomes important if you have got control of higher grounds so early, because this part of Miramar does really give you very high grounds and patches, even towards Los Leonos, just outside Puerto Horacio, even towards Impala, behind the city. There's so many high grounds to control. In fact, everywhere in Miramar, right? But towards this
Yes.
part, the density is a little bit higher only. So let's see how these teams are going to use up the landscape to their advantage. And we've seen Janwara take up control of the higher ground in one similar circle towards Navandita, right? But the problem in that game was I was just watching it again this morning, and I felt like if Janwara could have just stayed a little bit longer on the higher ground, it could have given them higher results. But just one of the lads got picked off over there, and they just went down to a team, and they just retreated from the higher ground when there were so many teams just rotating from the southern edge of the circle. So that was an important, crucial moment for Janwara, the game on the day number 2, and they could have just stayed on to the high ground and hurt for rotations, got maybe a few more kills for themselves. But they clearly backstepped from that high ground and they lost the opportunity, and it's just not going in their favor at all.
It is not like going in their favor group. I totally agree with that. But you know what? You should find different type of stuff, right? But look at that. We usually talk about this like players should take down their opponents, players should fight against each other, players have to fight against their opponents. But MVP, that blue zone basically, that blue zone knocks out Bollyhand.
Let's see where hype. I don't see them inside this area at all. Where are they? Oh, look at that. Towards
Southern,
Chumasera. Towards
yes.
Chumasera. A longer rotation, even from the southern part of Los Leonos. Where are they going? For the Palacio? No. Luckily, they turn left. Luckily, they turn left. They will just arrive in second towards the southern edges of the city of Los Leonos, but the circle has shifted further north away. Al Azhar, right in the heart of the circle. There are so many high grounds towards Al Azhar on different edges of the city. On one side, we've got TDP, on the other, it's Janmara, and Bayern Esports is sort of on the extended hills where TDP are. Let's see. So many rotations. Okay, the Mentrix and Skylight Gaming taking shots at each other over there. This is the exact rotation that I'm talking about through the map. And look at that. Liquid shots being poured on Liquid from Turulov. They're carrying the good momentum with them. Skylight Gaming, they're looking composed. It's a very important rotation. He stopped in between, realized the opportunity, tries to capitalize on it, but as the enemies go away, they head on to the rotation yet again. So, but this is Cops now. They've just featured on the hashtag pole position, and now they would be looking to cement it, even move further ahead. They've got the national champions in front of them, but YM Esports finding a fight for themselves, and hell goes down. And Manny follows him. This is TDP giving them some really hard time, and yet Ayuda is just picking up the vehicle and moving away from the situation. 10 minutes, 30 seconds for the first blood.
Yes, but you know what, Trooper?
Yeah.
Right now, in this type of situation, TDP usually punish their opponents so hard. And look at that, Sharp are just going to do the same thing. Now, the other two players of YM, they are so far away, and this is not a good thing for YM, right? If they want some good kills, they have to be so perfect. Get out on the other side from the distance. He's firing a lot of bullets, but unable to knock out one player, but now dropped down to only 2 men strong, 62 players, 11 minutes, and the second zone is closing in.
And look at the intent coming in from TDP, right? They're still keeping the eyes on over there. Just one little peek coming in from one villain, and he gets the shot. He gets a body shot over there. So the intent is clear from TDP. They are going to hunt you down. They're not going to leave you alone. So you either just move away from the vicinity, take a vehicle and go far away, or otherwise you're going to get hurt. Now it's Ryu's time to show up. This is outside the play area, and he's heard H2O's rotation. Assault has already been damaged a lot, and this nade is going towards him. Is he going to get some damage out of this one? No. A little bit away on the wrong side of the ridge, and even he doesn't have any idea where the nades are coming from. Just wasting his utilities in a different direction, and now the blue is here. So Ryu decides he's going to get away. Is he going to be allowed to do so? Yes, he does. Just
He
gets to
does.
the other side of the ridge. Yeah.
But now it's like more difficult for the teams who are just fighting against the blue, because now look at that assault OP. You already used every single booster he has in his bag. But Snipe YT up against the players of Wizzies with Vibes. This fight is going to be incredible. Let's see who's going to win that.
Yes, Jan Mara have picked up a right opponent over here. Let's see. Wins with vibes in this early fight. Crazy goes down. This is H2O. I was telling you this is going to be the team with the X Factor over here. Stone realizes this. He's going in over there. Team Hype in a difficult situation, in a very long rotation that they were executing from the roads of Chumasera right now. And H2O have found them out in the blue towards the city of Impala. How are Hype going to deal with this? They've already lost a player.
They already lost two players, in fact, Rupert and G1 crazy. Their flanker, their support player, he just got knocked out. Look at that rage, just gonna lob that one grenade. Is this buff? No, this is not. Shariopi just gonna survive that grenade, just gonna stay away from that impact. But right now, Raw 3 players have a good control of this compound. B-Shot from a different angle, he was present towards left side now, just backing off, regrouping with Sada. Shariopi not in a good position, received some amount of damage, popped out one smoke so that he can just back off. Look at that. This team is also popping out some smoke. Shariopi, he's pushing towards players of Raw. What is that?
Audacity coming in from Shari. He's leader just leading his team from the front on the front lines as well. But still all the 4 players are standing and Raw trying to create that opening with the nade. Who's going to get successful? It's just a matter of seconds over here, and this fight is happening right in the center of the circle, with 2 teams in the map having eyes on them. On one side, let's see which is that team taking shots. On the other side, I can see Scops, and on one side we have got Aswan who are taking shots. Wow, very important fight. And so many teams from the first page featuring inside this fight. And Raw realize the situation. They go for the concrete cover. It's going to be really, really important because shots are coming in from third-party situation. And Skylight Gaming, let's see how they're going to deal.
See how they're gonna deal with this for sure, because now Joker, he's just behind that one smoke, now inside that one smoke. Raw, the way they are just approaching this fight, I love this. But now they are in a good position. They are not they are in a comfortable spot basically. But John Mara, look at that, have a good control of this mountain. Susan pretty far away from Snipe and Joker, but still no fear. In fact, but still he can collect a lot of information. Corps present towards the backlines of Raw, and we all know they are on the 4th position in the overall ranking, and they are looking some more points. They are looking out for some more points, and one knock has been secured. D Gangster, one player will go down. Coolstar dishing out a lot of damage, peppering down a lot of bullets. Switch to that Car 98, but Badu just gonna take down one player off Wizzy's win by perfect retaliation.
Well, he is retaliating, but Delta is going to get an instant revive from Root over there. And this is a really good teamwork coming in from Wizards of Fights. And look at once again, they're holding the Western Edge this time. And look at the kind of breathing space they have got over here. Just the gangsters in the distance over there, and no other team close by. They've got a really good chance. But this time, Roots goes down to the mini. So now it's Delta's turn to return the favor in the form of the revive.
But look at that, Hoodies was closing in. Skylar Gaming, Shadi OP. Oh, okay. He's not. He hasn't fired a single bullet. I think so. Just because of they are just playing on the edge, they don't want to compromise their position. But Elementrix Toss, he is still there with that buggy. But Team Hype, they are still alive, Trooper. After dealing with those, with the team, after dealing with H2, after dealing with the Blue Zone, they are still alive.
Well, yes, that's a nice thing for them. But Cops created an opening on the Rock section as well. So multiple teams going up against each other. And you can see this. There's already fights being taken between teams who are on the top of the chart. So that is the level of competition in Nepal. And look at YAV Sport taking down TDP. Charlie goes down to Sus. And his N4 has also taken down Joker so early. And it looks like in a single spray, he's managed to take down 2 over there. Even blah 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 hurting Huri. He takes down 1 player. Multiple teams from the front page on the overall ranking going into this fight, and this is the 16-minute mark. We still got 16 teams alive over here, and Miami Sports are finding their compound now again in a very high disadvantage situation. But the good thing is, they're still inside the circle, and look at Rules go. He's picked off on a player of Azul Sports now. So many fights being. Oh, he eliminates him.
Eliminated? Oh
And that
my
is Sus as well, who's got some kills over there. Sus
Yes.
managing to get some kills. 2 teams instantly eliminated in that fight. These were third-party shots coming in from Elementrix over there, and Sus got the final blood on those shots. And eliminated. They've got 4 kills. They were all hurting each other. This was Elementrix. This was Skylight Gaming who got eliminated over there. What a game!
But
What's the
now-
second team?
True, but they're looking out for another team.
Let's see. They've got the third one, and this is Fury. The gangsters right there in front of them. And YM Esports also hurting TDP, who were holding higher grounds just outside their compound on a different edge of the circle. And towards this side, we've got Elementrix, who was getting already 3 kills for himself. And now, a low toss lead on blah blah blah. A low toss one. If he gets the security. Oh wow. Oh, he gives a lot of damage. He does not go on the other side of the race because there are 2 players holding the cover. And he's just trying to hit on the cover first. Clooney holding that perfect position, just creating that dilemma inside the head of Sus. But is he bold enough to come in? Because he now sees smokes over there. Is he going to commit himself towards blah blah blah? Because he's hearing the footsteps pretty clearly. But now he spots the smoke. So he knows it's a big risk that he's going to take, because he might not quite blah 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 in that smoke cloud. So he will not commit himself, because still he's got the cover to deal with.
He has plenty of cover to deal with, Trooper, but now, blah, blah, blah. And towards the left hand side, 2 players got knocked out. Bomb Elementrix, Liquid just with that trade, but Sus also, he will fall down, and it's going to be 1v3 situation. Orange, he has to do a lot of job. He has that arm, and that blah, 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 just healing himself up. Meanwhile, they rush towards the final player. Elementrix got eliminated.
Oh, did Elementrix get eliminated? Or... Wait. Yeah, Elementrix get eliminated because blah 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 holds on over there. Somehow holding on to the position over there. And what a rush coming in. Imagine what Sus would be thinking. He would be telling his teammates, I was hearing his footsteps. I dropped a nade over there. He was damaged. I needed someone to give me the cover fire, because I had that opportunity to win down blah 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 and they survive. And look at that now, Rules Wizards with wives, they drop it over there, and they've hurt the gangsters with those nades out there. What is happening over here? Third party after third party. That is what we're witnessing. Aswin still surviving. But Wizards with wives, I think they've. Okay, the gangsters have lost multiple players. Just two of them, blah blah blah, and Wadu was trying to get away, and they're still getting shot at from the likes of the Wizards with wives.
Yeah, but look at Rage was so close. He will take down one, but on the other side he will go down Wadu, just praying, and he was literally praying so that he can just run for his life. But Rules was so good with his spray, just gonna take down that one lad. Reaper X move inside the circle. Reaper Sir or from the side of Vizzies with by Raw on the other side makes an exit at the 13. Aswin Unity, they eliminated Raw.
And look at that, he's already got 5 more first aids for him. And his teammate is also making an appearance inside the circle with an hoop over here. And they're going to be allowed an easy access. Even Wadu bleeds out to his injuries over there and plays on adds more inside. He's going to go down as well. And Reaper, he's stuck so much out in the open. One more first aid from his side. Who is going to spot him? Cops, come on, look at this side. There's a failed sneaker towards the blue zone over there. But are you good enough to spot him and get that? And they are. Yes.
Yeah.
Rana answers me with a mini 14, takes out Reaper. They've just got one last player standing. They've already got 6 kills. 6 important kills. Even if it's going to be a bad game for Wizards with Rules, they're almost going to get 10 points. So you really gotta stop these players if you want that hashtag 150. They're really special, they're really gifted, and they're performing. They're at their best. So the remaining 15 teams, if you want to stop them, just go hard at them.
You know what? That's the best way you can stop a team. But look at that. Krypton, oh my goodness, takes down one, but on the other side, lost two. To stop that one volley, but he's too late. Oh, what?
This is the aggression from H2O that we were talking about. Now, blah 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 in front of him. He's taking damage from the blue and taking damage from the M249 as well. After Aswin Unity, it's the gangsters who get eliminated over here, and we're down to the top 9 teams, and we still got Wizards with Vibes who are surviving. He's left the backpack. He just picked up the M4. That's the only gun you need. He's got 4 first aids. Has left the bolt action over there. He does not need a scope. He does not even need a bag anymore. He just needs to survive.
But that one player from Krypton, he wasn't like not using his M416. He was punching around in an open area. Wow. What an end. What an end for that one team. But now look at that Rules, sir. He might get spotted down by Spy, sir. But he has to be careful now. He has a decent cover of the slow of this like very small ridge.
But the circle is going to start closing in soon. They're still on the 9th position, and for that, if you eliminated over there, just with 1 point, and it's going to be very crucial how he's going to add on some more positioning points or maybe some kill points. That could be something that he's going to be eyeing. And now look at that, he's making his move towards the edge of the circle, and that is the side where H2O were present, but now they made their way inside. But Ryu is there to stop that rotation, and he's just making a mark now. He's got his opening kill so late inside the game, and let's see how many more he's going to be able to add. The nade goes towards H2O. This might just be the start of the big appearance from Ryu over here. And is he going to get this in his favor or not? That's going to be something to watch out for. Even okay, so Rules gets picked up over there. That is the end for Wizards with Vibes. They managed just 7 points out of this game. This is the moment, and Skylight Gaming, they're already down. So Hype down to 2 players. You need a big chicken dinner. Can you get a big chicken dinner with just 2 players? That is the question that Hype have got to answer. And if they can do that, then they can challenge Wizards with Vibes, who have been eliminated on the 8th position.
But look at that. That one grenade knocked out one player of Cops, and another grenade from a different team knocked out another. In fact,
Ryu goes down.
They got busted. They got eliminated.
Yes, and Ryu goes down over there. That is more pressure. Look at that. He does not have the teammate nearby. Shot so far away. Akujo so far away from him. Oh, this was the moment for Hype. This was the moment for Hype. And now they're getting cornered. They're getting cornered over here. This stage might just be the end. Oh, so low on HP, and that is the end for Hype. They go down onto the 6th position. It's not the kind of performance we were expecting from them, but This is how this is. And Wizards with Vibes, they won't be getting challenged even after this game inside the overall. But now, let's see how these teams, the remaining 5 teams, are going to add some very crucial point. Cops, they are here. Look at that. 8 goals already for them. And they picked up the 9th knock over here. What an amazing stance coming in. But the kill has been stolen to RGR. You know?
And you know what? This is their first kill, Trooper.
That's who they've stolen over there.
Yeah.
Even in the last game, they did not get any kill, right? Yeah, remember, RGR did not get any kills in the last game. But here, they had to steal a kill from Cops to get their first in 2 matches. Wow.
It is important, right? It
Really
is important.
expensive, right? They're not even
Certainly
buying
is.
it, they're stealing them.
But now Assault will be pretty close to Lake, and Lake, he's unaware of that fact that there's one player just behind that one vehicle, just behind that one buggy. But now look at that, this drop in just between these teams. Now Krypton insists he is there, he's present towards the sidelines, and Bolster, he just lobbed that one grenade into Assault. Oh, I thought that was a grenade,
what
and
a
oh,
grenade.
Black.
What a need! What a need! And it even had a little bit of a spin on it towards the player. What an amazing need that was! And real amazing work from the observers. Look at that. We've got 3 to 4 teams inside our picture right now. Cops is inching with those smokes right in front of them. Even Yedauda trying to survive and applying more and more smokes in front of him. And 2 RGR also looking good, but this is a completely different stance coming in from Incus from Krypton Esports. He's not ready to give his position away. He's just trying to play the waiting game in those ditches, and he's got a big amount of space inside the ditch to close in. But the reason he's not right now because his area where he's holding up is already inside the circle. He's just hoping for someone to drop in that ditch, and he can just pick them off.
Oh no, Troop.
Oh, he
I
survived.
thought that grenade might seal the deal, but still, Miami Sports one player is inside the circle, but Onrelin, he will go down, he will get knocked out. But look at that, insist. He's still there inside the lobby.
And look at the kind of trap Incus is set in that ditch that he's holding up. He's just on one side in one corner of the ditch because he can actually move further ahead. There's a lot of
Yes.
space in front of that ditch and that he's accessible, but he does not have the nades or the utilities to play with that advantage. He's just holding on to the corner and hope that someone might just bring a vehicle and slam him towards that side so that he can take the advantage of. But right now, he's just patiently waiting as 2 RGR trying to fight their way against the likes of Cops, who are looking really good. This could be a back-to-back chicken dinner in the regional finale for them.
Another grenade being tossed towards
Oh,
the
he
side, but
gets picked
Enches's position has been compromised and he got picked up by Rana. 5 kills secured by this lad, but we still have 3 teams. It means 2 RGR, Cops versus Yedauda. YM, oh my goodness.
Well, yes, Yedauda still surviving over there. Let's see if he's able to pull off. No, nothing. He gets picked up by Lake. Remember, this lad pulled off an amazing camouflage earlier in the tournament, and now he's here inside the final circle, zooming in Miramar. So this player knows how to play in the final circle. Cops have really got a challenge up their sleeves. Let's see if they are good enough. And now he's going to run out in the open. Lake, and just drops out, gets picked off, and the challenge ends over there. And this is a back-to-back second chicken dinner for Cops. What an amazing day they are having over here. And this is looking really nice for them. Yes, 14 kills chicken dinner. The overtake hype. The overtake hype. This young team, this new blood from Nepal is boiling it up to give some challenge to the Wizards with Vibes. And let's see what an amazing performance. 2,000 damage. What a game.
Trooper in the MC, they were looking phenomenal, but in the end, they were at the top 10. But right now, look at that in the top 2, and Rana deserved that MVP title. 990 damage, 0 assists, 7 kills.
Wow. Just 3 words. Wow. I got to now. This is a team that I'm going to watch out for. This earlier when they got the first chicken in Erangel, I was like, okay, you've got a chicken. Let's see the new team what they can do on the scenes. But they can back-to-back chicken dinners in this lobby. Maybe you've got Skylight. Maybe you've got Elementix. Maybe you've got the Gangsters. Maybe you've got the Wizards with Vibes. Maybe you've got Jan Mara. And 69, Rana is the MVP with 990 damage. So clearly, this new blood is boiling really hot over there. And let's see what they're going to add up in the remaining two matches for the day. But the other top players from this game are going to be Cobb Black, his teammate out there. And the rules is going to be there from Wizards with Wives. Then they've got Para GD and Sus as well joining for the top players. And Sus was really amazing over there, right? Wiping up just two teams and applying that really good pressure on them. And a really nice game for Elementrix.
Certainly a really nice game, but we have the match summary in front of us. Rana has the highest kill and the highest damage. Type Whitey with the maximum assist. Gunda used the most utilities, and look at that. Longest distance kill is 300 meters from rules. But I just want to point out one thing, and that is true, as just mentioned. Now you're going to look out for cops. You know what? They forced us to look out for
Yeah,
them.
exactly. Very right words that you used with it. They forced us to look at them with this kind of an amazing performance that they have showed us on this third day. And certainly the PNCO Nepal region that was looking a lull at the end of day with is lit up completely because these are good performances. These are amazing performances coming in. I absolutely love when a new team arrives to the stage and gives this sort of a performance. Team Cops, look at that. This is not an easy lobby to play with. A 14 kill chicken dinner for them with the likes of Gangsters, Trusty Process, Elementrix, Skylight, Ekta, the national champions on the second page. Wow. What a game of Miramar we had over here.
And the team who had experience of PMPL. Now look at that. They are also on the second page of the match ranking group, and that's to Skylight Gaming.
Well, yes, and these are the over F19 pro moments from this amazing Miramar game where we saw these teams in this electrifying contest. This was Raw giving a really tough time to Wizards with Vibes. They were able to put off some players, even Wadu going down to that rotation over there. But it was really the zone just moving away and away from Wizards with Vibes. You really got to feel for them if you're a fan because they just did not have the stroke of luck for zone in this game at all, and just kept going away and away from them.
But you know what, Rupert? The difference between them and the team who was at the second position was 36 points, and now it's
Wow.
all come down to most probably to 30. Again, the 30 is 25 lines, but right now we have the total damage. Look at that, 1992, the highest.
Well, yes, 1992. That is a really big number. 14 kills for them, and look at this. Just six. That is the second highest kills, and that too for Wizards with White. So they're just always managing to impress in some way or the other. They've got 1206 damage. That is the third highest damage in that lobby. So the consistency is unquestionable for Wizards with Whites. They are always performing good over here. Even 7 points I believe they got out of this game, it's going to substantially help them. Even this is a decent performance. This is not you're going to say that oh they were on top, they missed out. No, they got 7 points. It's not easy to get 7 points, right? A lot of
Yeah.
teams could not do that as well. They got 144 for the total. They are looking to be the champion of the PNC region, and the question still remains: is any other team good enough in the region to challenge them for that slot? And we are still not finding significant answers. The cops are trying, Hype are trying, Skylight Gaming are trying, but no one close to them. Look at the difference: 144, 109. That is 35 points. Whooping number. And let's see what is going to happen. We've got two more matches remaining for the day.
And you know what, Rupert? I literally
Yeah.
love this, right? Before the second match, it was 36. After that, before the second match, it was 39. In fact, before the first match, it was 39, then 36, now 35. Wow.
And I suddenly realized that out of the 10 matches of the finale, Cops have got 3 chicken dinners. This was the third chicken dinner already. They've been just the silent killers all this while,
Yes.
now making some big noises over here. Let's see what they're going to do in the remaining 2 matches because just one more chicken dinner coming in from their side. If it comes today, it's going to apply pressure on where Wizards with rules are standing.
Wizzies with vibes are standing.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
that is going to
Yeah,
matter a
rules is
lot.
okay.
But yeah, but you know what? That rules, he is so good from the side of Wizzies with vibes. At the end, like you always lead at the kill department, as well as you always look out for those those compounds. Always try to spot out some players. Always do the scouting work for his team. But at the end, It just all comes down to the team, at which position you are. You are at the top. The difference is 35. Just keep on maintaining that.
Well, they are maintaining it already, right? The Skyline Gaming, they were looking good by the end of Erangel, but they certainly missed out the opportunities in this game,
Yeah.
right? A good game for Skyline Gaming could have significantly cut down the difference, but still, we are just waiting for that to happen.
Still, we certainly are waiting for that. Half of our day is done. Basically, two of our games out of four are done. We're still waiting for the Sanhok and their angle. But that is they are going to play it, but after a few, after a while. But before that, we're taking a short break.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the street? Kicking up the dust, if you know what I mean. We got a good thing going. We got a good thing going on.
Let's get it.
Here we go now.
After some amazing matches for the day, Miramar and Erangel Corp secure two chicken dinners in a row. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split Nepal region, sponsored by Oppo F90 Pro. Woke up your fun. We witnessed some of the amazing play. The teams like Woozies with Vibes again, still maintaining that good lead. Team Corp slowly and steadily catching up, climbing up the ladder, climbing up the mountain. But all that, they still have to play two games. My name is Phoenix Shivans. Alongside me, is Isaac Trooper.
Well, yes, and now we have got the Sanhok game going in front of us, and the plane path from Camp Charlie towards Hardin, and all the teams are going to easily glide towards the top location. And it's good to see Ryu back again over here. And let's see what the hype, what Skylight Gaming and Team Cops, how are they going to take off proceedings as they are the other Centurions other than Wizards with vibes right now, and they really need some big numbers out of this game. Let's see what they're going to do.
Let's see what they're going to do. But where the circle is going to form, that is going to be the most important question, Trooper, right now. Because in the previous wrangle, basically in the previous, in the first wrangle of the day, the circle was so good. First, just shift towards the northern side, then the final circle shift towards the southern side of the map, and that was a curveball onto the players of the regional finals. But now look at that hype, cops, and again they're just drop down at the same location. Sanok is still looking out, same map, and the teams again opted for the same drop location. Look at that. Yesterday we saw Delta just towards the southern side of the Bantai area, and he's still there.
And look at that. Skylight Gaming did not go towards boot camp.
So
They're
that's-
already coming towards the River Tri Junction, right? So they know how important of the hold of River Tri Junction is, and just not moving towards boot camp early. As one have they're taken a split drop with the boot camp, and they know that the two players holding the warehouses towards the northern side, and they're going to notice that there is no player from Skylight Gaming dropping it inside boot camp, so they've got the entire boot camp to do it for themselves, and we've still got one more Sanok remaining. So how is this going to change some plans over there? Is going to be something to watch out for. But we only have the Camp Bravo inside the circle, Camp Alpha and Charlie are outside, and this is a decent circle with boot camp towards the center, and it's going to be very interesting with the circle is going to shift. But cops, we've got Bolster here with the UZ, no extended on the UZ, very close, and he's surprised. Which is this team dropping on our drop locations?
Yeah.
And he's just reporting it to his teammates over there. Stay away.
Stay away. Stay away from early fights right now.
Stay away from our drops. And Skylight Gaming is like, okay, you've got two back-to-back chicken dinners.
Hmm?
We loot up in boot camp and then move towards your drop location. No, today we're going to do things differently. We're going to drop your drop location and then move
Oh.
towards boot camp.
Trooper, I think so. You just explained the plan, right? That you have to catch up the pace of the team who's just moving up pretty fast. And Skylight
Yes.
Gaming did the same thing. They heard you.
Yeah, they're cheeky, right? They're really cheeky.
Really cheeky.
They're one of the
Playing-
most cheekiest teams that we know of, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if that is a
Look at this. This beautiful vision, this beautiful top view of the Sanok map. Kudos to the, the
observers.
observers.
I want to try this sometime. How much time does it take to reach that elevation for an observer? That's something really.
Let me call the observer. I know his name. Wait.
Just let him. I know even it's Anjan, right? He does this.
It's Anjan, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's this amazing observer that we have working for us, and he's just so amazing with the top views, right?
Yeah.
Catching the drops, making the cinematics, and giving such high altitude captures of the maps over here. I even did not know before this PNCO that they were more eye-dense towards the southern part of Dock. And just thanks to his one of the views over there for the Sanok map, I got to know that. But now we have got fights that are also picking up over here inside the game. We're watching Chan Mara, and there's a sense of urgency on them right now. They know they're fighting for a lost cause already. Just 5 more matches after this one. And this is the PMCO regional finale. And how bad do you feel like if you've been so good during the scrims, you've been so good during the local tournaments, but when it came to the stage where it mattered the most, the regional finale, where it mattered the most, just those 16 games, and you just I can't use a lot of words, but yeah, you just make a mess of what you've been preparing for a lot of time over there, right? And you just
Yeah.
miss out on opportunities,
You know-
important matches.
It's like you're just cooking something, right? And you just messed it up
Exactly.
from a long
To-
time.
Yeah, to put it into simple words, right? But
On on the instruction as well, like bake the potato and you fried it. I've done it before. Personal opinion, experience. Sorry.
then
Yeah.
okay.
Don't do it. Basically, please, guys, don't do it.
But this is a Sarno game, and still, and the revive has been executed, right? The revive has been executed. No potato farming on Sarno over here. Ooh, shots being taken yet again. YM, they're having a really tough time. I was expecting them to be the X factor,
Oh,
but they're just receiving a lot of barrage and receiving a lot of lead towards their side. Look at that. All the players are getting spotted. All the players are getting shot at. Man is very low on HP. Uda is surviving somehow, and it does not look at a very impressive position already. But oh, no fear getting shot from somewhere else. Look at that, Aswan.
Aswin.
Yeah.
Aswin Unity spots down one player, and that was no fear money. Heal himself up, and that's the only first aid kit he has in his backpack. Look at that. He got peppered down from 3 different angles, and he never expected this. In fact, the team YM only one single player surviving, and that is Yeta Uta.
And this looks like the Chanmar I know. I've heard about them.
Oh.
They're very menacing. Oh, running up into the Joker face. I'll see you later. Let's see. Yeah, if he's going to be allowed to or not.
I think so. He can. Like he's just
yeah,
like
he's
the
getting-
Usain Bolt in the Sandhawk map at this moment for sure.
Oh. Okay, so he gets away.
Yeah, he gets
Just
away.
oh no, he sprints away. And now Ghana is still searching for him right now on these ridges, but they've already got shot at from a different direction, right? So if they're looking for points, they know where to go. In the backdrop, we've got Mr. Panda over there from Aswan. Let's see if Chad Mara is going to pick up next fight pretty soon, because that clearly will tell you intentions that they are like, okay, we've had
Yeah.
enough. We've had enough. We've had enough potatoes now. Let's bake them.
But
He's
yeah,
still searching for that kill. Still searching for that.
wow. You know what? Like, look at that. That type of aggression is required. But now Insis, he was the last player surviving in the previous match. Now he is still there, have a lot of HP. But his position already been compromised. Reaper on different side, and he just got peppered down from a different angle. Vivek steps up, takes down Rules, the assaulter.
Well, yes. Early casualties. This might just make things interesting. This is Krypton Esports, right? We know how aggressive they can be. They have been so dominating during the semi-finale stage. I was always expecting them to rise up to the occasion during the finale. And even talking to the Nepali casters, what they had to say about them, that he's really looking for what Krypton Esports is going to do in the recent finale. And now this is an aggressive team, and they've sort of pinned down Wizards of Life towards Caves. God9 on your screen. We've got Incus over here as well. And he's getting spotted. Look at that. Brilliant. That will give you an idea how good Wizards with Pipes are. How good this team is. Just a little bit peeked out the head over there and instantly shot at. What an amazing team.
And look at that. They picked him up. Poku got knocked out. And Hype Ryu stepping up, takes down Lollipop from the lobby. Delta on the other side just gonna fire some shots while he got thrown down. And oh, Mr. Ozu, he has that X suit, and we can see that on the kill feed.
Oh, but cops are going down at a different completely. Who have they found? It's Hoodie on the Tap Alpha Island who found him, and Black, you got a really good job at your sleeves right now. You've got to deliver, otherwise your teammates are going to fall down. This is not a good sign for cops. They needed a big game over here. They've already backed up 2 ticket winners today. And if they want to challenge Wizards of Fives, they needed them to get down over here, and they need a big game for themselves. But Chanmara somehow are finding themselves on top of their live status board over there towards the right hand side of your screen. 3 kills already without losing a player. Built by Malik trying to apply pressure on Vivek, and what an amazing spotting from the lads over here. Amazing. They've got eyes everywhere. They've got eyes everywhere. Oh, what a beautiful nade! What a beautiful nade, just bouncing on the rock in front of him and landing just next to him. What a perfect nade. There was no running away from that nade possible. What a beautiful shoot of the nade over there. Oh, 2 players. 3 down. 3 down. Elementrix.
They got
They've-
eliminated again.
They were here. Within 2 seconds, the entire squad fell down in front of us. As one, Saitama, you beauty. Whoa, Elementrix down and under, but now this is time for Visible Tribes. They are pinning down Krypton Godline, punishing them, giving them an early challenge, and these might just be more kills inside the tally. And look at Janmara, they did the third party and taken down as a unity.
What was that?
Oh,
I need an explanation, Trooper. Oh, wow.
this was just Janmara at its first, right? Third party.
Yeah.
Aswin got hold of Element. In
at
the
this.
single spray, he got hold of 3 players, right? And this is Wizards of Fives doing what they are doing so good during the entire regional finale. But Vivek, he's getting the revive from Incus. One of the players is down. Can they backstab? Can they backstab?
Okay. The cube, it got blown up. They don't have enough health utilities. Look at that. Incus, he has only 4 bandages. Applied one. Still waiting for the perfect opportunity. The distance is 172 meters, ladies and gentlemen, and he has to make a run. He has to run inside the zone. But now they are taking a lot of damage. Hype, look at that hype, Trooper. They're just moving from the eastern side of the boot camp, from the water area, from the river.
Risky move. Risky, to be really honest. Look at their Skylight game.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to find themselves inside the circle as well. So if Hive pull this off, they would just kind of get away. But TDP are moving towards that direction. Now Incus is under pressure. He's getting pushed out. He's taking down one player in the distance. Can he take down the other? No, he cannot. Malik does a very good close encounter and just eliminate Krypton Esports out of here. They don't have a single kill against their name. And what does that mean? That Wizards with Vibes have already got 4. They've already got 4. Okay, just cementing them even better. And Ryu goes down. Ryu is down from Hype. He gets picked off, and you spotted it. They were in a very tricky spot, crossing the river, and TDP were approaching towards that side, and Ryu has been picked off. Let's
It's
see
not
how.
a good sign.
Yeah, how is Hype going to react? How are they going to deal with it? If you lose Ryu at this point, well, not good. They need a big chicken dinner over here.
Rorik on top of the rock. Spots down the players of Skylight inside the compound. On the sidelines, on the left side, is his team. But Wizards with Vibes, look at that. Fighting against the blue. They already have 4 kills. So now the point difference is 39 points. And we have the demon with the 2 faces inside the airdrop. 3 with the suppressor. Okay, this is going to be more incredible. They're level 3 kid without a bag. But you will find an adrenaline syringe. 100% boost. Let's go.
Yes,
It's more like a commercial, right?
you can. They can even get branding on that, right? On the syringe, right?
Yeah. 100%
From the
boost.
pub.
Get it.
Well,
ASAP.
well, we're giving advertising ideas now as well, other than casting now. Yay!
I'm
Well-
up for. Okay, so yeah.
So let's see. So S2 Esports, we were expecting them to have a big day over here. They're already looking good, and let's see. We've got Ekta Esports right in front of them. Wizards with Vibes, with all the 4 players standing, they've got 4 kills under their belt already. Janmara with 5. Maybe they're just looking to change the strides, because remember that the Janmara just took 8 games. I remember in semi-finale they got 140 points in just 8
Ooh,
games
Yes.
in the first 8, right? And they and if they start from this point onwards, they've got 6 games remaining, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you never know. 100
You know-
points in 6 games, maybe.
Then you know what? It is going to be like the beast mode being turned on from the side of Janmara.
Well, these are imaginations, the fantasies at these
It's
moments.
beautiful. It is.
In baby steps, fantasies in baby steps right now.
But if this gonna happen, Trooper, then it is going to crush a lot of dreams, just like a road roller.
Well, it can. Let's see if that's going to happen here or not. Raw official holding up so quietly, very close to Chen Mara. How are we even supposed to shout when they're not just giving any info away? Shoot at them, man. They're right in front of you.
Yeah,
And
straight
look at
on
the
to the
shift
head.
of the circle. The super drop is here. We've got Janmara on one edge. They've got the cover of a compound. It's going to be a very huge gatekeeping that Janmara might do over here. And they're just also picking up vehicles, moving out. But this is time for Skyline Gaming to step outside and move towards where Raw Fishing are. One down. Gurulov is down, and he's been sent back to the lobby. And Skyline Gaming are out in the open. They're taking shots, but Joker retaliates, takes over the lad down over there. Vishal from the flying position. This is not looking good for Skyline Gaming. Things might turn really bad to worse for them. Let's see how they're going to deal with this. Shadi's got no idea that he's being flanked right now, but Vishal. Is Joker ready for the next trade? Because Tari might just go down over here.
Charlie might just go down. Vishal just being careful. He spots out one, but oh no, he's
gives away the
rushing
footstep.
backward.
The footsteps given away.
Oh
Vishal
no.
worked so hard for the flank and then got scared and ran away. Oh, or maybe he heard shots from EDP from behind. Yes. And that is why he went into cover over here. It's a very important move coming in. Really cheeky. 3 teams into the equation right now, and they're finding themselves just outside the circle. They got to head towards it, and things are going to be very tricky for them. This is the higher ground in front of Skylight Gaming that they're trying to capture right now. But even on the higher ground, they're not going to be inside the circle. They're going to move a little bit more towards the northern side or the eastern side, and that is going to force them on the slope. So Raw, they're now going to backstab EDP. One team done. Where's the second?
The checklist is still on my hand. You know what? You're on the list.
You're
Okay,
on the
now.
list.
Nah, just got knocked out. Which is with my Malik got knocked out. And look at that. We were talking about this, utilizing your utilities perfectly in the different regions. Shawl can take down two. Dished out a lot of damage on every single player. But look at that. So good. Now, this man can pay the pain for TDP. Takes down not a 6-1 yet, but takes down one. Okay, that was a crowd shot. About to do a 1v4, but still takes down 3. Look at the HP of Sharper.
Shagar is so low. Is the play zone going to take him down? It's the play zone. This is Vishal alone.
No, no!
Oh! He goes down to the play zone. He goes down to the play zone. Caught in commotion. Caught. Communication was so loud and they did not realize it will turn them down. And they ran a little bit to hold on to the revive, but could not. And that is the end. What emotion end for TDP. They would be so mad at each other at this point. They would be so mad at each other, throwing maybe the devices on each other.
Taking out charging cable and like, no!
Wow.
Oh, Trooper, I just want to mention one point, and that is Yeta Yuta. He was inside that one compound, and right now he's the only person inside the circle. Joker, his position has been compromised with Snipe Whitey. What are you doing, my lad? And he just ran away. He just backed off. He's just running behind the rock and received a lot of damage.
This is an angry dragon right now. And Mara, they are really angry. Ooh. There's a second nade as well over there. Oh, taken away from it. First it has to pop. Joker at the pressure. Can he take it down? No. He takes out one side quietly. Joker is good enough with the UAV in the close range. He needs some reload. He's going to go for it. Yes, he does. Go pay down. Gunner very low on HP. Joker has done a pretty decent job. But Hype, what are they doing? They're pushing in the guards over there. Are they out of here? Yes, they are out of here. Hype have been eliminated with just 2 points.
Oh no, they never expected this, but this is the Fate Trooper. Jan Mara on the side, up against the players of Skylight Gaming, and Susan will fall down. Gunner on very low HP, he will go down too. Jan Mara takes an exit at the 10, but we still have 9 teams left in the lobby. Skylight Gaming already secured 4 kills. Leon, he got knocked out, but the revival, it's going to be there.
Well, it is going to be there. Let's see how they're going to deal with this. They just shut down that little cameo coming in from Jamara. We were expecting a big game coming in from them, which they have really missed out on. And let's see how they're going to deal with this. Ooh, now even Ekta Esports getting gate kept over here. This is not looking good for them. H2 just denying them entrance from the high ground, catching them on the scope and hurting them. Couple of nades as well over there. Let's see how that is going to help. But Skyline Gaming have got a different say in this fight altogether. And look at these players. They're just struggling so much, waiting for and hoping for the fourth teammate to step up. And even Chade goes down over there. This is not looking good for Ekta. And might be the elimination is just around the corner for them.
Elimination might be just around the corner, but look at that. Okay, Miracle just sticking with the revival. Okay, this is going to be an important move. Why? Because now only 15 seconds left on the clock and 92 meters. They have to run inside the circle. The time the distance is 92 meters. Miracle spots down. Oh, Joker, but at the end he got punished.
Wow, nice spotting coming in from Joker. Really good. He Charlie, right? And he spotted already over there. Now Charlie has run out in the open. That's going to be very difficult. But Joker goes down. Joker goes down. He takes down Chade though. He's going down, and Charlie is going to do the job, but he gets spotted from a different team altogether. And they pin him down. I believe that is gangsters, blah blah blah, spotting Charlie, who were looking to hurt Ekta Esports, trying to enter the zone. And now, Ekta, are they going to get a getaway from the situation? Only one of the lads standing, and cops are falling down. Both is the last guy standing in the backdrop over here, and 2RGR are doing a heel battle outside the circle. It's really difficult for them to get some kills, to be really honest. 2RGR.
Stepping up, but no, Lucky Obey will go down yet. Outa will go down too, but at the end, he secured a lot of points for his team and at the top 5. But now we have the top 4 teams. Look at that. DE, Gangster, they have all the 3 players alive. Cooney on the domination, so as blah blah blah. But Vizzies with vibes, they are still here, just adjacent compound, but Corpse Polister.
I think it's no more about this. It's more like they're all PMPL season 4. All
Oh yeah.
well, so good performances back to back there inside the final circles, and they've already got 5 kills against their name. And now the little bit of a compound that they're holding is going to be inside the circle as well. But let's see how the gangsters are trying to assert the domination, but they're getting backstabbed for now. Ekta, we've got Spike over there who's just giving them a really tough time. Let's see if they're going to just put him down over there or not. He's just surviving with some boosters, waiting for the health bar to rise over there, but they've got different set of problems to deal with. They are smoking up the area in between two houses, and they've got wizards with white over here. 4 teams remaining, and the cops are still here. Where are they? I want to see them have a outside chance for chicken dinner. Let's have a look at their position. Where are the cops?
So that one lad is present towards the southern side. Now,
Okay.
of just look at that. He's just present towards in fact the southwestern side of the map. He's pretty close to the edge of the circle. We can see that in the mini map. But blah blah blah. Come on, you have to throw it perfectly. The gate was closed.
Oh, look at that boost. He's trying to make the run.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you won't be allowed. You won't be allowed. Oh, he makes it. What? He makes that run with wizards and pipes on one
And
side. He
Spike!
just ran in front of him, and he makes it towards the side. Wow, what a miracle run! He does not have any meds and still survives. What is happening? And look at Spike. Look at Ekta Spike over there, and eventually goes down. Eventually goes down to Utsaraga's name. Whoa, what a
Oh,
run
wow.
was that? What a run was that? We can create a meme out of this.
Yeah. Why are you running?
Where are you
That's
going?
wrong, right? That
Where are you going, my friend?
Where are you going, my friend? Yes, where are you running, bro? But Malik lobbed that one Reaper. Oh wow, that was again a ballsy move with Spike Egg. He is just a sneaky man. Cooney's in front of him, but now he's just being silent. He's not occupied in this position. Cooney sneaks out Reaper. It's going to be 2v2 situation. Wizards with 5 versus DG. DE Gangster. Cooney on the rampage. Cooney present towards the right side, but Spike just gonna spot him out and he's just gonna take him down.
And look at the calls. There's one more right behind. Backstab. Deal with him. And he's now standing in a 1v1 situation. 1v1 situation. And Saga is very low on HP. Blah, 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 surviving. But he's just surprised so much out here. And let's see how they're going to deal with this. The gangsters have been backstabbed over
The
here.
revival. Look at
Oh, he-
that,
oh, he
Trumbo.
does.
It
He
was
does.
possible with Saga back to on its feet, but now, blah, 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 firing some random shot, take down Malik, but he will go down. But Saga gets that top shot and take the esports.
He takes the chicken dinner after that backstab. He takes the chicken dinner. What a chicken dinner for esports. This was even in the forecast, he had his percentage down to 10%, even 9% at a time, and he goes away with that cheeky move with the chicken dinner. What a table turner inside Sadok over here. Ekta. What a game! What a game from Spike. It survived for so long. Remember, he allowed that run for the platform pops as well, not giving away his position.
Yes.
Trigger discipline, giving maximum dividends. Whoa! And look at where they land on the hashtag 5 of the overall standing stat. And this is the penultimate day, and one more game remaining today, and then 4 more tomorrow. Perfect timing to land inside top 5.
Yeah, but look at that. This was the team who was on the verge of elimination in the start of the map, and Yeta Uda, he's the MVP from the same team. 4 kills, 783 damage.
Wow, what have we just witnessed? This region from Nepal is not properly surprised. On day number 1, we're having such action-packed matches. It looks like it's going to be a very difficult tournament to find a winner, but then Wizard Vibes dominating on day number 2 completely. And now Cops with 2 back-to-back chicken. And what an amazing chicken dinner coming in for Ekta over here. The top players from the game, Yenauda, to get joined by a few gangsters, and then Chari from Skyline Gaming, and Malik, he's a regular feature.
Yeah, we always book the slot in the top top players, and Ray again, he's still here. But now the thing is, Trooper, this match summary it's still not that surprising. So, I'm not that surprised with that, right? Highest Dab is being dished out by Yetauda, but still, that second dinner?
Story looks incomplete without the match summary looks incomplete. There should be a special column. The
Yeah,
X
like
Factor player.
Caster surprised factor.
Caster's choice, maybe.
Caster's choice award. Like just like
Wow, what a game from Spike. They just get a 7 kill chicken dinner, but those 15 points, they've been snatched away, right? He's earned extra 5 points in that game. Not 5, I would say 7 points. 2 kills, 2 or 3 kills that he added, 7 or 8 points that he's added, and reached to that 22 mark. Wizards with Vibes, yet again, 15 points for them when they're being chased by 3 big guns, and Hype just 2 points in this all-important game. Oh, not impressive.
certainly not impressive at all. But you know what? After this match ranking, let's take a look at the Oppo F19 Pro moments. Let's refresh our memories, ladies and gentlemen, because that refreshness is necessary after witnessing that incredible clutch movement from the side of the players of Ekta Esports. You're never gonna think about that one player, he was so close, it was Spike, and he was so close to the blue zone, almost going down from the blue, had only one first aid kit, still secured a chicken dinner.
We see can see and cast so many matches, right? But we never see
A lot.
A lot, right? But we never see that solo player just pulling off a chicken dinner who's just trying to do a backstab. It's very rare. It's very rare that he pulls off a chicken dinner. At the end of the day, they get spotted. Somehow or the other, they get spotted and get shut down. But here, it was a completely different story for Spike. I cannot believe it. I was not anticipating that to happen.
Same here, Trooper. In fact, I casted in every single region, Trooper. Literally in every single region. But never witnessed this.
This is something that you can expect from TeamScore Nepal, and we've seen
Yes.
5 more amazing matches remaining in the regional finale, and then we got to keep an eye on the national champions and maybe the other team that's going to qualify from the PNC, how they're going to do in the PNC. But this is how they were playing inside over here. The Anok game on the day of the 3 of 3 finale, and this one's look at this, 11% chances for chicken dinner. Even after this backstab that was executed, it was 17%, 22%, and 17% even, and then 82 suddenly. What has he turned into? what a game comes from him. It's really amazing. The way he played over here is really really amazing.
Yeah, now look at that. If we talk about the damage stats, obviously Vizzies with Vibes is leading the damage department, but D Gangster has good upper hand in the kill department. But now, look at that 661 damage and 7 kills.
We've seen kills getting stolen, right? This was just chicken dinner was stolen. This was not his for the taking, right? It was not his for the taking at all. But now, once again, we're going to have a look at the overall ranking post match 11 this time. And look at that. The Wizards with Wise is running away with the show on 159 points for them now. It keeps on increasing, and the match keeps on increasing. So it's they're getting almost about to get 100 placement points. And that is the total score for our team Victor on top 5 right now.
You know
Wow.
what, Trooper? Vizzies with Vibes, they have the key of that one coop, okay? And now they're not lifting off their feet from the pedal, from the gas pedal.
Oh. So I get the. But Jan Mara, they had a little spark to show. We had witnessed a little bit of the spark they showed us during the finale as well. So that was clearly available to see. That just lasted for the first half of the Sanok game over there, and that was pretty much it. 5 more matches remain. Let's see what they can do.
You know what? Like people used to do when they witness these type of stuff, that's like hats off, and that is the best thing. For me, it's like specs off. That was amazing. That was the spexiest movement and the sexiest movement I ever saw. But to be honest, I loved it the way Spike just secured
Yeah,
that
he did.
one chicken dinner.
Amazing.
But we still have one game left for the day, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be the second Erangel. So it is going to be online. But before that, let's head on to a short break.
Baby, what's the word on the sea? Kicking up the dust, if you know what I mean. We got a good thing going. We got a good thing going on.
Here we go now.
Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021. Nepal region sponsored by Oppo F19 Pro. Woke up your fun, and I'm still shocked. I'm still shocked, ladies and gentlemen, after that 1 second dinner being secured by Spike from Ekta Esports. Now they are on the 5th position, and D Gangsters on the 6th with 99 total points. But again, the question is, Wizzies with Vibe still on the top.
Well, not on top. They're just running away with the show, right? And the slot and the
Like,
$3,600, and they've taken a flight towards the season 4. And let's see how they are going to get started, because they've still got 5 more matches. We really need a Herculean effort from either of these remaining Diwali teams to stop business vibes at this point. And the next play, the last and final game before the last and final day. That is tomorrow, and 4 more matches will be remaining there. But for now, the main path in front of us from the western shores of the military island towards the Lipovka shore. That is what we are witnessing, a eastern tilt inside the main path over here. A lot of area. Look at how far Georgia Pole is. Look at how far Georgia Pole is from the main path. And even
so
Gatka, how Skylight Gaming going to traverse. Krypton would definitely reach towards Potemkin, but for Skylight Gaming, there might be collisions. Let's see. They need vehicles, right?
yeah, they certainly need vehicle for
And teams falling in Potemkin always need vehicles.
always.
That's the constant for them, right? If
Yeah,
you
that's like let's as it is, that's like the constant. And um let's see how they're gonna fight today. But oh, this circle. If I'm gonna predict the way the final circle is gonna form, if I'm gonna calculate all my you know all my
yeah,
calculations perfectly,
yeah,
all my
do
the
that. Yeah,
numericals, and
the
if
chemistry
I'm
and
gonna
the
do the
biology.
integration perfectly, then the circle is gonna form towards the center of the circle,
Yeah.
the final circle, basically. What do you think about this, Trooper?
Yeah, let's see.
Okay, he's
Uh,
shocked.
Center of the circle. Okay, let's see. Well, we've got 5 teams outside the circle right now, but where have hoodies put on that Kamishki? And even for Ekta, it's a completely different drop over there. And S2O have already taken up some damage.
Yeah, Para on the other side, he received some amount of damage, and you know what? Just because of this plain part trooper, teams are just supposed to engage in some early skirmishes. This is kind of normal, but we saw that he received some amount of damage, but the knock is not yet here, so yeah, he's safe for now.
Yep. But this is the team that we saw trying a little bit harder since yesterday as well. But clearly they're not really taking spot on the overall. Let's see if they can change this game. And we've already put a lot of close shots in their ankles. 16 with 16 seconds, 11 with 27 seconds for first. Even the early it really took a big amount of time with that. So I think it's going to be a very slow first 10 minutes over here as well. Teams would just be looting up, taking up important players in utilities, and just looting up meds for themselves. And a little bit of a different drop coming into the equation, so the rotations
Yeah,
are going to get crucial as well.
the rotations are going to be crucial so, for sure, and just going to play an important role in for some teams, right? If they're just going to keep, or if they're just going to find out that you are rotating from the same vicinity, then it might possible that you will go down. But right now, look at that farm area. It's being controlled by the players of YM Esports. Now, Many on the other side, he's thinking about something. Like, I should pick up this M16 or not, or still stick with the UMP. Okay, UMP is still good.
Remember how Wyatt Esports went down to Janmara in Sana game, right?
Yeah,
Gone in seconds, disaster hit them, and just one of the lads trying to get out of the situation. So
get out.
they would really not want them to find themselves in that sort of situation. But look at this. This is Skylar team already bringing themselves towards the edges. They've got a way to give it. One of them already arrived. So on this compound, this is Surula leading the charge. Really experienced player. They want the slot badly. I know how badly the team wants the slot. It clearly reflects the gameplay as well. The way they were cautious, yet aggressive on lane alone, they were throttling their aggression so beautifully. And you know the team, right? They
Yeah.
just so much, so they're so used to playing in the gameplay as well, and they really badly want the slot. They're trying so hard, but Wizards with White, the way they have played, outshined everyone, back-to-back performances, match after match, final circles. This has been an amazing match for them. We don't ever see the team just repeating those performances. There has to be a point where you are stopped, right? Where you
Yeah.
go down. But that is not happening with the Wizards with White at all.
Like it's something different with them, right, Roper? Because every single time, whenever they got stuck in a difficult spot, or we can say not in a position you ever want, they always find a way to get out from that position.
Yes, yes,
I don't
they
know
do.
how it is possible for that one single team. To be honest, it's a huge role. It's a huge role of IGL.
And they've got a pretty experienced one, right?
Yes, pretty experienced one for sure. And we can see the experience in the PMC region finals, like showcasing that perfectly.
Certainly, certainly. And this is a very old team, right? They are really used to
Yep,
PWP and different banners. Malik goes for a different banner
they
altogether.
outset, yeah.
And now they're here playing together. Looks like these lads have put the perfect combination, the right ingredients, good results, and it's a really nice thing. I would really want to see how this, if they go through, which is looking a very likely possibility right now, through the PMP in season 4. They're looking at outstanding team already. The combinations are working for them. It's a very strong team that is going to be present inside the PMP in season 4. And I'm already looking forward to what they're going to do over there because they are big guns. Like the champions from every single region, the national champions are going to be there. Raw Fish are definitely going to be there, right? So, but if you compare the performances of Raw Fish and Wizard White right now, just like you yourself said, when they're down and under, they always find response. They always find the getaway. They have that retaliation fire. They just hurt their opponents somehow and get away from the situation. Can they do it on that level? Is now the question.
It is going to be the question for now, but now the gangsters drop down towards the
Well,
north side of the map now. Look at that. Wizards with vibes, they have to be careful because I can see in the mini map there's one team, but now H2O also moving inside the circle. H2O, this team has a lot of caliber too.
yeah, they do have, but I think they're just trying too hard to press charges. But this is the team that they've got over here.
What was that?
That's Janwara over to round number 2. Gunnar takes one down with an AKM. It's Buju who goes down, but Nokia has also been traded by Assault. So problems might slide for Janwara yet again. This nice 2 esports. The initiators to the second page for rankings, which trying to change their destiny inside the team to the finale. And the first good Buju Octopus is not looking good for them. And look at this third party situation. Elementrix have got eyes over here. Janmara gets eliminated. But Elementrix just arrive at the right time. Are they going to slam it? They are heading for the vehicle. Or is it going to be a prank?
Oh,
they're
yes!
slamming it. Slamming it. Elementrix, they're looking to press charges. Now they've closed in Liquid. Looks up a nade. He knows the exact compound where the players are fighting. A nade is going to go in there. The rebound is needed on the nade. Is it there? I don't think so. But the Elementrix have to close in now.
But
Just
look at
gets
that.
an opening. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, Octopus, he got knocked out. And the Molly being thrown in towards the side of Assault. He's just burning alive. And he's eating a lot of damage. Look at that. He got stuck in between two Mollies and he will go down. It just all comes down to that one lad reviving his one teammate now, Elementary. They are just going to charge in. They're going to eliminate that one team. And another third party trooper.
Wow, wow, wow. And they have hurt them real bad. Oh! It's Raw. The national champions have arrived. Let's see. Sus gets the attention that he required from his teammate. The revive is right on him. But Sada They have the information, right? They would have clearly seen the vehicle close in, and they're allowing this to be right. They're allowing it. And now the evacuation, the rescue mission being operated over here, and it has been clearly allowed by them. The Mentrix get away. Even the flanker gets away from the knock. Wow, this hardly happens, right? These are the kinds of fight where if the flanker gets picked off, it's like the end for him. But it is the brilliance and the experience coming in from the side of Elementrix, getting away. And for kudos to them for not committing that hard to the fight, because we clearly had Liquid in a very good position, giving that cover for his teammate. They were controlling the landscape beautifully, and it was a decent effort coming in from either side. But for now, both of them would retreat, and they would use up a little bit of smoke to shoot at the crates that are outside the houses.
They're going to use those smokes so that they can collect some loot outside the houses as well as inside the house. But right now, Raw, that was a valid move, Trooper, because now the circle, it has to be your priority, right? And they are just moving inside the safe zone. Elementrix secure 3, 14 teams, and look at that. This is the 11th minute, and we already know that 2 teams already taken exit.
Well, yes, and all the players signed for the remaining 14 teams. All the teams are on 4-man squad right now.
That's good.
Yeah, you were surprised by the math.
Oh, yeah. Not that much, but still.
I got that. I got it. Yeah. Well, let's have a look at visible vibes. And look at this. We've got teams towards the left-hand side corner of the map, towards the right-hand side corner, and towards the bottom side corner as well. They've got teams on either side. You can't get a better sandwich than this. This is the best sandwich available in the Nepal region. And can the rules visible vibes get away from this situation is going to be something to watch out for. Why?
Visible vibes. As just mentioned, they are surrounded by teams, surrounded by those predators, but just being more cautious. But Reaper, okay. So his position is kind of good, but bad at the same time. Why? Because if any player, if he has a good position in the mountain, just present towards in front of him, then he might go down. But he can easily spot down the players. And as I just mentioned, he did the same thing.
And they're controlling the vicinity. This is something I already like about this. They're not hiding on edges or something. They're just not surviving in the game. They're always there, right in the middle of the action and dominating the action and just making sure that everyone knows that we are here. Shots are being taken from here. And they're just asserting their presence inside, not only on the lobby, on the overall standing, but also inside the game. With guns out there, with kind of utility uses that they have shown. And look at this. There were so many teams around them, but they still managed to win.
Look at that. Black spots down. The players of Wizzies with by they're rotating. Now, this is the shelter area, ladies and gentlemen. But Black, okay. He is just as spotting down the players of Wizzies with vibes and just watching them while they're rotating. Elementrix also moving from the same side. Okay. Be ready for the second round.
Shots flying from all directions. This is the national champion. The rotation of Elementrix. Round number 2, just I mentioned, and we've got Elementrix holding up a high count. Really waiting for that explosive bound round number 2 to happen. Even the cops have got their eyes set on the people over there. But Shagat takes space from Hype. And
wow.
he gets sprayed in from Akuz Jod, okay? So, okay, he survived somehow. It was a valiant effort from Shagat, but eventually he goes down, and I think he was out over here. Oh, look at that!
Really big.
He takes down Sherpa, who was closing it and hurts G-Man over there as well. So very strong effort coming in from Ryu. Very strong effort. And now, this is going to be a very tough spot for G-Man Jinan to hold on. Ball is here. He's hit by the ball. He might just go down as well. But he takes Ryu before going down
Wow.
with that jump shot. Really different. These guys are superheroes. These guys are superheroes, really. With Ekta getting that chicken dinner in the last game,
Yeah.
you just can't expect anything to happen from this team.
And in fact, to Targa, he like opted for that jump shot in the final, right?
Yeah.
Spike, but like he just got thrown down and he was so good. At the end, he just got crouched and just like on feet and instantly finished it well. But again, this is why Ryu is important for Hype Group.
He is. And Jinan, he knew that he would go down to the bottom. He knew.
Yes.
Why not? Let's get a knock first. I've got an extra bit of a second. I'll jump. I'll knock it down. No ways I'm going down. There's a slamming coming from my teammate. He might just get that advantage, which he doesn't. But look at the heart over there. Look at the heart. They are just going down and going down with a fight, and that is what we love. That is the character these guys are doing. Absolutely impressed with what Nepal is preparing, and they really shows good work happening towards the grassroots level, right? All these teams are preparing really well, shuffling teammates when required, and getting results. Most of the times, you don't see good results coming when big teams play together, shuffle together. But this is not the case. What is happening in this division? They're just getting results. Right chemistry over there between teams, and look at Team Corps just trying their desperate effort against one of the biggest teams of the region, going right against them. True enough, getting another player in the distance, and Maya Esports also falling down inside the group feed. It's in fact 6-9 down to the
What?
player. Now Black goes down as well. True love. Whoa. What an amazing game he's playing for his teammates right now. Pops in the smoke is going to hold the revive. Buys them at a very crucial time. And even Joker rushes in. This is a completely different player from Pops from the distance who was giving cover to his teammate, this Polster, but now he's the only player standing. These are 3 teammates who are bleeding out in front of him. You gotta pop in the glass first.
Oh no!
Even the second one goes out. That is pressure. Those are some nervous fingers
Oh,
working
no.
up there.
You know what, Trooper? That is sheer pressure onto that one lad with Turu Love. That was amazing. Especially he switched to that FPP mode. He knew that if that person, that black, just gonna jump around again, I'm just gonna take him down. I'm not gonna give him. And oh, look at that! Oh no! Team Pop not too good. True Love just gonna empty his magazine, but wasn't able to dish out sufficient amount of damage.
There are screams that are being that are being executed in the voice channel for this team right now. They
I
are
would
like,
love
"What are you?" I would have loved to listen to them. That would have been so amazing. What were the conversations when you had in 2 sports inside the house? Oh, that would have been amazing to hear if we could have got access to that. But now, 2RGR, they are finding themselves in a mess once again. This is the gangsters who are just evolving so strongly towards this edge of the circle as the immunity go down. And 2RGR are just looking to survive somehow. He's applying everything that he has. Smokes, nades, just trying to stop the gangsters. He's taking the vehicle now, okay? And I thought he was going to leave all the 3 teammates behind. No, thank God. Rage just not playing as equivalent to his name. But yeah, he's still here. Let's see what he's going to do.
Oh
Also very
no!
important revive.
Oh
and
no!
yeah, multiple nades.
Oh
And
no!
that's the end. What are the gangsters doing? Amazing. They got so much loot for offering over here. They just put in multiple crates. But before going to be able to loot up the crates that they've just created, they find even more players inside the vicinity. And that is towards the higher grounds of Prison 8 days.
Look at that, Trooper. I think so for sure. Vizzies the Pipe offered some sweets to the PUBG gods. Look at that, the circle again favoring them. For the 4th time!
Some big offerings.
Is this a cinematic movie directed by Vizzies with Pipes? Or something like that? I think I'm sure. And what if any team just came in from a different angle and secured a chicken dinner? Snatched a chicken dinner from the side of Vizzies.
Even if they get the chicken, they're not hurting.
Still.
like the overall standing. Like,
Yeah.
you get hype crazy, down to esports. He was in a flying position from this team. Why are you holding on to the lucky goal standing? In some way, so like crazy smooth. He's almost giving up smooth at this moment. He really needs to do this is Elementrix in the background. They've all the four players standing. Even the gangsters have got all the four players right now. And look at that. The spot with the fifth and they have high pressure on them.
They certainly are. There's flying pressure on them. But right now, Saga feeling himself up. Puni on rampage. Pure 5, blah, blah, blah. Smoke down, close, fighting some random bullets. But inside that smoke, but unable to find a single knock yet. But look at that. Krypton Esports taking exit at the 10. Still 9 teams left in the lobby, and Cops surviving on just one. Twas pretty.
But they go down now.
What?
They go down. Really go down. And not a good sign. And let's see how they're going to defend overall after this. But on the other side, the Gangsters are looking for the eastern edge of the score. Blah, blah, blah. The utilities out there. But Element is chosen on to hide. They beat it to blue under pressure. Boliang also getting the damage. But Akuzot, he's gone down here. And Boliang and View just behind the same cover over here. Let's see how they're going to control the situation. Utilities flying everywhere, smokes everywhere, and this is Elementrix trying to just clear up angles on them. Oh, did he just drop the ball in front of him? And
Yeah,
the
you were
second
right.
one on himself. Oh no! What are these lads doing? This is sheer pressure inside
Oh,
the block right
no.
now, and brilliant use of the utilities. Crazy is still down. Pressure on him. Few moves in from the left. This is the flank angle that he's creating, trying to prevent pressure on the lads of Elementrix. Just right in front of him. He's going to spot him, take shots on him, but Sus, he's going to get the knock-in still on him in the last play. He might just go down, and he does. That is it.
That is the end. And you know what? That was a crazy fight, to be honest. A lot of utilities being used at the end. It's all come down to those stress fights. But now, he gets to look at that. Keeps it down. The players of Elementrix hype on the other side. Just got 6 total kill points. So that's amazing. Total 7 total back points. 7 total points in their back. But Busy's with vibes. Look at that. It's going to be a fight for the Watchtowers.
Well, yes, that is the only concrete cover inside the circle. Very important. And now, one is with Wise, and the second is with the Gangsters. And they already they're finding the outside of the circle, just giving them some really hard time, taking random shots over there. But among all this, we've got on Ryan. And there's a run over coming in from Dante. He runs over one of the gangsters out here. And now he's been picked up by Cooney. He's got an SK-40. He's running inside the final circle. And Spikey just bombarding the entire area. Even Reaper has given some damage and taken the kill away from Chantin right now. And look at Spike. We know what he can do, right? Oh, he takes on one of the more players. And now he's just trying to make it against inside the watchtower. Let's see what does he have up this time.
Again, you know what? I think so. Just switch to one track, maybe, but look at that. Keep on firing some bullets on the other side. Utsaga will fall down. And what was that? Spike is pushing onto the top floor, secured 1 kill, and that's the only kill Ekais could secure. But now he has control of this watchtower. This man is so good. He's a magician.
He's definitely the magician. Like, look at that. Cooney regroup, revive to hold. And Osturga just feeding out in front of him. He's going to hold the revive. And Joker inside the field, hurting Cops. When Delta falling down to the started from Joker, he's doing some really good kills for himself in this fast stage. And 3 players inside the backdrop that you can spot from Skylight Gaming. And two from the side right down and right inside. Let's see how they're going to deal with this. Spike. What a game he's at. Amazing chicken dinner in Sanoff, and now he's still fighting as a solo is in for Ekta Esports out here. I'm not going to do his chances out this.
Oh no.
Oh, but
Oh,
the
no.
nade might. The nade might.
Yep.
Nade might.
You know what? Words can't. But oh, that one grenade. Oh, what was that, Spike?
What was that? A nade on Lotus took down the gangsters, and he survives. He survives, man. What is this guy made of over here? How is he going to go down? What a player. What an amazing player he is. Amazing IQ, 200, 300 IQ, whatever you want to say. He's just listening to the sound cues so beautifully, taking every decision towards the favor of his team, just eliminating gangsters. I was expecting the nade from the gangsters to pull him down, but on the other side, he manages to survive. What an amazing game he's playing over here.
You know what, Trooper? This man is he's like one man army right now.
He certainly is. He certainly is. And I'm out of words to praise him. The way
Yes.
he's been- It's remarkable. Look at the number of strokes coming in from Tyler Gaming though. Almost 7 to 8
Oh,
strokes
he got
out there.
two.
Joker goes down instead. And that is the nade coming in from the lads of Raw Fiscal. Now, Reaper, he's got eyes on the right lad because this lad is unstoppable. You really got to commit yourselves to stop that player. He's a really special, talented player out there. And I see a big future for this lad.
Yes, Trooper. Totally agree with that point.
Now he's moving in. Let's see. Reaper's shots now. Even Malik. And Reaper Malik hurt him. Stopped. He planted that smoke from outside. It's a very regular move. But doing it at this stage is something remarkable. But he's going to get denied now. Yes, obviously he's going is he surviving? He's surviving! With that one, a very low HP. He is surviving.
Just tell me it's not possible.
It is happening. It is happening. I thought he went down, but he's still surviving over there. He's refusing the gods to go down. Oh,
Deny
What?
the physics.
what is he
Lost
made
every
of?
single thing.
What is he made of? It does not go down to that nade as well. Now Reaper has given up on him. He's like there was no one. I did not get the kill, but I couldn't have planted a better nade. Now he's in the crosshairs. The crosshairs. This is Joker
Again,
shooting.
what was that? Ek nahi. Like, fight. What is that? Like, are you wearing an Iron Man suit or what?
Oof.
He's a war machine. He is a war machine. I am gonna type this right now on my hand. Just right
Tattoo
now.
it? You're going to tattoo his?
If it's just secure another thing, for sure. Then I'm going to.
You're-
Going to.
You're
Mark
going to
my
get a
word.
tattoo if he gets the chicken dinner?
Yes.
Really? I'm going to force you to do that. I'm gonna
Yes, for
force you.
sure. I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna secure the chicken dinner right
17% chances for him. And look at that. This is with why they are getting burned down right now. Raw Official are here. But this lad, this special lad is here inside the final circle as well. And Kenny just eliminate all these 4 players in front of him for my forecaster to get a tattoo. He's just put it on stream over here. Let's see if that's
Yeah.
going to be possible or not. And he's all just creating those angles and he's just hoping for that perfect backstab. Throwing utilities towards the Archer Tower and Vishal is taking damage trying to enter. Now he's in the dilemma. Should I enter or not? He's popping a first aid. So close, giving away the information. But Reaper still holding on. Thrown inside. He's not moving. And he's allowed that first aid to be popped in. And 22% chances for you to get a new tattoo. I tell that to your mom.
now. It's just between us and the viewers. Come on, Trooper. But right now, look
Oh,
at
he goes
how
down.
got
He goes
it.
down. Oh, he
Oh,
eventually
no.
goes down. But now we have got the Wizards of Fights and Raw Official in front of each other. Let's see this duo. What are they going to do? You got a nearest escape. You got a nearest escape.
But at the end, like, he was playing so good, Trooper.
Well, now. Let's see the jump is here. Reaper outside and he just comes out of the smoke. He jumps out, takes one of them down. Sada takes one down. But they complete the work as it even fizzes with White to take yet another chicken dinner for themselves in the last and final game on the 3rd day. And they're going to cement themselves so beautifully on that #1 position now. I don't think it is possible to dethrone them. This team is going to feature inside the series.
At 24 more points in the tally, ladies and gentlemen. This team is on the top, and they are still on the top. And they are here to get crowned for PMCU Nepal as well as get a ticket for the PMPL Season 4, ladies and gentlemen, which is when White secured another
what combination this team is. And really, but I am not yet over. Even with the five, they've got the previous season four slot. But the amount of the kind of impression that Spike has left on us, it's really remarkable. It's
Yeah, man.
just a standout thing. You don't see that sort of performance on a daily basis. And we see so many regions, right? And he's just that special player. He's the kind of player I always have to look out for. That is there a special player out there who can become the next star? And yes, if someone is looking and hearing this lad is really remarkable. His instincts provide his IQ is very amazing. And I'm not talking about DK. He's a special player himself. I'm talking about Spike right now from England Sports. But the MVP for the game is Mikuni. He's got 6 kills, 639 damage. Really remarkable number. Really special player in Gangsters. The way they were controlling this game was really amazing. And let's see what they're going to do tomorrow. And they're really hyped up. They were looking in good shape today.
Yeah, they certainly are. They're certainly looking in a good shape right now. But you know what? After this MVP, let's take a look at the match summary for this final match of the day. It was the second match. In fact, before that, let's take a look at the top players. Look at that. Ross Arthur playing on the 4th and the 5th position to secure 3 kills now. Reaper and Turulov on the 2nd and the 3rd, 3 and 4 kills respectively.
But where is Spike? There are no points for survival instincts. Okay, you really need that column in the match right now.
Yeah,
Really?
Castle's great choice.
Well, yes, certainly. And Draw Fisher there had a really decent game over here. Rick hitting the highest distance, but the highest kills to Rikuni. And Faru with that maximum assist. So really decent game for Gangsters. And the perfect setup for the final day, right? And let's see how these teams are going to or are they going to be able to challenge Rinko and his teammates tomorrow? But that's going to be something else to find out in a little while on the over.
Yeah.
But the match rankings are here now with 3 people Raw Warriors with the fights hitting 21, entering once again inside the top teams. And this is the reason why they are already by the end of the game, 3 we are saying that they will be there inside.
Oh yeah, but now we talk about Skylake Gaming on third, the total 16 points. Look at that, he actually won fourth with 15. But Ekta Esports, Spike just secured those 10 placement points as well as those 2 kill points. This
Amazing.
lad is phenomenal.
Amazing. He's really special. And this performance passes up after the Cannock chicken winner, right?
Yes,
He almost got you at it.
yeah, almost. To be honest, I'm like, can
He
you
was
believe
scared.
it?
He was
You
scared.
believe it?
I
Rakasta
could
got
feel it.
like this hyped up that I'm about to get the tattoo
And
because
what was that? Spike is war machine.
yes, Spike the war machine. Like, I'm
Oh,
going to
yeah.
but still, it's a big thing for me.
Well, yes, it's certainly, and he's going to struggle to watch out for inside the future tournaments as well, and the remaining 4 matches. But let's have a good look at the finding 4 moments in this national game, and what an amazing angle we had over here. And towards the final split, it really went so exciting. For a moment, it really had the control of there from 8 is going to get away with back-to-back chicken dinners just on the basis of the performance. You really don't do that on a regular basis. And this is coming at the PNC region time.
Yes.
What bigger stage to like outshine everyone? And this is exactly what this ladder can do.
You know what? In the PMNC Ekta Esports surprised us with the group stage as well as the semi-finals. Now that one lad from Ekta Esports again surprised us in the finals, in the regional finals, but this fight was in the end, at the end, was with my secured second tournament. Look at that damage graph. Raw official 2,239.
Wow. Amazing numbers. And the 2 kills for the one on right was made with 35 damage. Wills was right, getting efficiency on their damage, getting 6 kills for the 1251. Cops really tried hard over there in this game, not get any single kill, but they still managed to get 4 placement points. So, yes, kudos to them as well. But let's see how the overall ranking looks. Cops fall down a little bit, and gaming with 125. I think the tournament looks like okay over the 55 points pushed for the last day on for 4 matches. Skylight Gaming or Pop or Hype or the gangsters have to really pull something amazing, or Spike has to stand on the occasion, right? Get go back to dinners, and for that, his teammates really need to support him. For Wizards with Price not featured inside PKP before, but for now, it looks like it's done and dusted over here, and they've just dominated the 3 days of gameplay over here completely. And look at all the other teams, there's no way close to White Sox.
You have to be honest, Rupert. That's the like perfect treatment, and you know what? They are so far away now. These teams who are on the second page of the overall ranking, they can fight for that prize pool, right? If you're in a different place, the prize pool matters a lot.
It really matters a lot because on the basis of this price, you're going to get your new accessories and new devices, and then you can continue your preparation for the next events, right? There are a lot of tournaments coming that you can have to participate over there. But looking at skill leaders, Drew is here with 30 kills, but he did miss out on one match today. That was really disappointing from him over there. You never know
Yeah.
what could have happened. That could have been a big chicken dinner. The momentum could change and something. But I really did not like him missing this match, the opening wrangle that he did. But he did come back and he did a really good performance for his team over here, and he's sitting on top of the kill leaders right now. So all these players with those special performances, let's see how far they can take their team tomorrow because the Wizards with White, they're just having an amazing outing in the PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021 regional final Nepal.
They certainly have an amazing outing today, and you know what, ladies and gentlemen, we have only 4 games left, and for that, we have to wait for at least 24 hours more because they'll be played tomorrow. And this is the end of the show for today. We still have one day left, ladies and gentlemen, for this regional finals. And you know what? If you don't want to miss out that, just subscribe to the PUBG Mobile Esports channel and do follow us on our social if you like our casting. So we take an exit today, but we're gonna meet you tomorrow for sure. Till then, take care, stay safe, and stay sanitized. Good night.